kitchen tile. In that spinny office chair, chatterbait cams running wild with that come and get me stare. Peanut butter sauce drips slow on a double-headed show. 12.2-inch magic wand humming where the lights are low. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, Sour Patch and high-chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Anal trainers lined up neat, like a promise on the floor. 5-pound bag of sour sweet, torn right open, wanting more. 4 pounds high chew, cherry red, stuck where fantasies are fed. That chair squeaks a rhythmic beat as she arches off its bread. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, Sour Patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Screen glows bright with hungry eyes, tokens fall like summer rain. Every moan a sweet surprise, chasing pleasure, easing pain. Peanut butter thick and warm makes a mess beyond the norm. Double-headed takes the storm in this quirky lover's form. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, Sour Patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Chair still spinning, slow and low. Light fades to amber glow. Candy wrappers, sticky trays, on that well-loved rolling bass. Just sex and candy, fading slow. Just sex and candy, watch her go.
Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is as always good to see you today. I did not set up my green screen before the stream. I apologize, so let me take care of that. Hope you're all having a good day. We did get a surprise live stream from Roz today at 2 p.m. Central Time. This is probably going to be very close to my t-shirt color. No, we're good. Although my hair with the blue light, so I have blonde hair, obviously, and with the blue lights, it can maybe be a little greenish looking. So you can probably see through my hair. Too much correction. So I hope you're all having a good Monday. I just finished playing D&D, and I haven't had a chance to eat since lunch, so we are going to be having a Built Bar in a moment. Once I get these stupid colors selected. And then I will say hi to you all. I'm so sorry. I should have set this up before, but I just finished D&D and I didn't have a lot of time. So I am trying. Oh, okay. You know what? I may have to stop using blue lights because the blue and my green, it just doesn't always want to play nice. But then again, the red lights aren't much better. Why aren't you turning red? Turn red. Oh, come on now. Hey, Google. Set all smart LED bulbs to red. No, you didn't set all of them now, did you? Hey, Google. Set all smart LED bulbs to red. There we go. All right. So, Lana, I hope you do well on your exam. Hello, Tremorhoffen. Hello, Venusville. Hello, Princess Pirate Pickle Pants. I'm glad your teeth are doing well or doing better. I hope the antibiotics are working and you're feeling better. Who else we got? Hello, Empress. How are the chickies? You're waving emotionally with your fingerless gloves there. Giving us a little fingerless glove wave. Yeah, so Roz did go live earlier. She was cleaning out the pantry. Apparently, she did a rage quit. After talking about Zachary Michael or something. I only heard like a couple of seconds as I was finishing up my workday. So I don't really know what she's talked about in this live stream. Sorry, I got distracted by trying to get my green screen. Out of the way here. Is that good enough? It's a good thing I can add multiple color keys here to try to get rid of as much as possible. There we go. You can see through my hair. Hello, Oliver's personal assistant. I hope you're doing well. Hello, DV. Hope you're feeling okay. Hey, Taylor. How you doing? Napa Girl. Lisa York. How y'all doing? Hey, Mamini. You know, we're going to see how bad it gets. Hey, Thickums. I hope your dad's okay, Napa Girl. I hope your dad's okay. I know you're there taking care of him. Hello, Squidney and Camps. Hello, Celestial. Yep, it is Pantry. I almost said Panty. It's pantry party time. Hello. Will we find food from Ross's late grandmother? It's a possibility. Don't have your glasses on. It's all good. Hey, Aaron. Hope you're doing well. Lady of the Night. Hello. Blonde hair is always fun after a season in the pool. I don't swim. So, hey, Cris. I need real food. We'll get real food eventually. Hello, Kate Cat Mom. So, yeah, this is a sour one. This is the watermelon one that you can see through there. I do like the chocolate ones. I really like the peanut butter cup one. Hello, Belladonna. Hey, Jenny. I hope work is going well. Hello, LaFay. You're upset with the girl today. What's new? Yeah, this is Watermelon Splash. It just came in the mail today. So, hello, Courtney. Making some pho. Well, I am jealous. So, yeah, so we're gonna, yeah, I'm in her kitchen. Don't mind me. Hello, Health Ice Supply. So, I'm sorry you can hear my wrapper opening. I'm gonna give this a little taste test. Oh. Hello, misbehaving. Quick, Everyone enhance the candy wrapper reflectionist so we can dox Libby's secret lover. Well, it is see-through almost with the green screen. I don't like the color that it is right now in my room, but we're gonna go with it. If I had a... I was getting ready to say if I had a secret lover, you guys would know about it. But that's kind of defeats the purpose of a secret lover, right? Yeah, that is non-existent in my life. Look like a redhead. I do. My hair is, my hair's a little... It's a little see-through. I don't know which one is causing that. But we're gonna go with it. What a non-Roz-like reaction. Sorry, I should be more upset. Hey, Taylor. Right, they're so secret even I don't know about them. Let me get away from the mic while I'm chewing. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, Napa girl. Yeah, everybody send Napa girl some positive thoughts and love for her dad. I will say the watermelon one, it smells pretty watermelon-y. They aren't super sour like the other ones. It's a mild watermelon flavor. I wouldn't say it's as strong as like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. But there is a watermelon flavor. And yeah, don't apologize. You're not being a Debbie Downer. I do hope your dad is okay. I know it's hard to watch your parents get older and go downhill. Been there. So I hope you're doing okay. I hope you have family and support around you and your family. If not, we're here for you as well, love. Watermelon protein bar doesn't sound right. Right? It's very different, but you know, sometimes you don't want chocolate, right? So it's something different. All right. Hello, Shelly Davis. Sorry. I was chewing there. Alright. Oh, why does my neck hurt already? Jeez, we're not even getting started. I'm already in pain. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Valerie. Welcome in. Oh, my wrapper is blowing across my desk. Get over there. Alright. Pistachio. That sounds delicious, Tremorhoffen. I have a whole stash of Built bars. I have some Mocha Chunk ones. I have a couple s'more ones. And I now have 2 boxes of the Sour Puffs. Okay, Taylor, just be careful walking with your phone so you don't accidentally time people out. You hurt your knee, Kathy. I'm sorry. Please be careful. Don't injure yourself. Hopefully you haven't sprained anything or broken anything or anything of that nature. I like the Fairlife protein shakes. I use those when I make my protein coffee, and I use them to make um, chia pudding, and I use them to make my um, creamy ice cream. Ooh, strawberry cheesecake ice cream. I'm gonna make some strawberry ice cream for my creamy. I'm gonna use a vanilla protein shake. I'm gonna use a vanilla one. I get the 42-gram protein ones. They're more expensive, but if I only use half of it, I still get 21 grams of protein. Um, your boyfriend's in Texas. You're doing your best. It can be hard. It can be hard, Napa girl, and I'm sorry you're going through all that. I hope you and your sister at least can support each other. You have a box of the chocolate strawberry and the banana cream pie. The banana cream pie ones are good. The chocolate strawberry is good. I really like the peanut butter cup ones. So, I'm sorry you're having sciatica pain, Courtney. I hope you feel better. I'm down a few more pounds, so I'm happy with that. Have you tried the strawberry ones, Cris? I don't know if you like strawberry milk, but the strawberry protein shakes from Fairlife are also really good. Key lime pie. I make a mean key lime pie. I can even make a sugar-free key lime pie. It takes a lot of effort, but I do it for those that I love that are diabetic or borderline diabetic to limit their sugar intake. Hey, Ruby Rose Bloom. That was Cris, I think, that said holy chest. Oh, raspberry. Raspberry would be good. Yeah, I like the strawberry ones. You want Dairy Queen, but the strawberry cheesecake will do. Blue Bunny. Blue Bunny makes some good ice cream. Oh, thank you, Hot Cheeto Girly. Thank you so much for that super chat. You don't have to do that, hun. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Here for a few seconds, making dinner. Have fun. Well, I can't promise we'll have fun, but we will try. What you making for dinner? Oikos Zero, sugar-free vanilla syrup, lime, and some other ingredients. Oh, nice. Oh, for your key lime pie? That'd be interesting. Huh. How does that... Are you able to... oh, chili. Chili. How does it set up? What do you put in it to make it set up? Because I use, it uses sweetened condensed milk. The recipe that I have. And I'm able to use, Swerve sugar, and I'm able to make a sugar-free version of a sweetened condensed milk. And it tastes just as good, if not better than, my original recipe. It's kind of funny. My brother-in-law is diabetic. So, 2 years ago for Thanksgiving, I took key lime pie down to their place for Thanksgiving, and I made a regular key lime pie, and I made a sugar-free key lime pie. So, I had them side by side on my stove, and I took a picture of them, and I put Jigsaw on it, and I said, "Do you want to play a game?" And I put it on Facebook, and I tagged my brother-in-law, like, which one is sugar-free? I'm like, I thought it was hilarious. But, Chris, you can't even taste it. You can't taste that it uses swerve. It tastes just like the key lime pie that I normally make. And I make a pretty good key lime pie. Yeah. I thought I was funny, Taylor. But uh if you never had key lime pie, hey Sammy. Well, I will maybe one day make it for you. We'll see. I used to think I didn't like key lime pie, and then I found a recipe for it and I made it and I'm like, "Oh wow. I actually kind of like this." But it's super sweet. I would need to make the sugar-free one. But yeah. Anyway, I've been yapping. Um so let's Taylor, I don't like I don't like scary movies. And I haven't seen a single one of the Saw movies, but I get the reference, so I made that joke. Yeah, I don't like scary movies. Hey, Bossy. Will you bring a single slice in a Tupperware box? Yes, I will make a key lime pie when I come to Texas, Celestial, and I'll bring you a single slice. I'll bring you a single slice of key lime pie. Uh, hey, Ronan. Hope you're doing well. I can make a mini. I can make a mini key lime pie. Get like the mini little graham cracker crust and make individual key lime pies. Yeah, drop it in upside down. Make sure it's only half set. Maybe lick it a little bit. You know. Yep, never seen Saw. I don't watch a lot of movies. You all know that. And I don't like scary movies. I can't watch them. They scare me. Oh, that's good, Ronan. Congratulations. A mini, doesn't that take measurements and math? Nah. You have the key lime pie filling. Just put it into the different pie crust. It's fine. I've done it before. I've made mini key lime pies. Throw it in Tupperware so it's all splat. Yeah. I'll put it in upside down for you. I just buy the pre-made graham cracker crust. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna make my own fucking crust. I'm not that invested. I'm gonna just buy a graham cracker crust. Scary movies scare me, but you don't. You don't, Zalfrode. No, there's no math required when making the mini ones. Yeah, I don't I'm okay with thrillers possibly, but I don't like movies that are gory just to be gory and gross. I don't like that. Hey Fiona's mom, welcome in, hun. I sent you a text message back asking you a question. Rosie's crust. Um Reading thrillers, I can sometimes. It just depends. And they make Oreo crust too. Um I totally forgot what I was. Oh, Yeah, psychological maybe a little bit. I did watch the Scream movies back in like the late 90s, but that was only because Nev Campbell is Nev Campbell is Nev Campbell. She's like gorgeous, stunning, my forever celebrity crush, Nev Campbell. So I uh so I watched the Scream movies just so I could watch Nev Campbell, but I haven't seen the new ones. You recommend a really good psychological thriller, not a gory one? That could be interesting, Chris. Shoot me a message with it. Yeah, like I can do some of the like maybe some of the paranormal ones I can't do either, even though I know it's not real. Um I know as long as I can stare at Nev Campbell, I'll fucking watch it. She is I have a thing for brunettes, okay? It's always been that way. And Nev Campbell, gorgeous. Even now. Gorgeous woman. You feel that way about Dakota Johnson? Chris, and I have a thing about Ghostface. With or without the mask. Rosie's a brunette. Well, I have a thing for brunettes that keep their hair clean. uh, so, Natalie Portman is pretty. Chris, with the mask. Oh, my tummy's growling. Shh. We'll give you food later. What's Nev up to lately? Well, she is going to be in the new Scream movie, I think. And she's in like the Lincoln Lawyer. I think she's in that TV show, but I haven't seen it because I just don't watch a lot of TV. But I used to have all of Nev Campbell's movies in like the 90s, early 2000s. Gorgeous. Chris thinking about Nev and eating. Hey Nikki. Hey hon, how you doing? No worries. I figured you were getting ready for work. I hope you're at work safe and sound. Yeah, I never really watched Party of Five, but Wild Things. Wild Things was pretty good, even though Denise Richards can't act her way out of a paper bag. Nev Campbell carried that movie. But and she was in The Craft too. I know what she was like one of my first like real like girl crushes, Nev Campbell. So that started my love of brunettes. Yeah, so good. All right, well, shall we get on with Roz? I would rather continue to think about Nev Campbell, but oh yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar in Cruel Intentions. I liked Selma Blair in that as well, but yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar, gorgeous. Selma Hayek, she's gorgeous too. Nancy, yeah. Faruza Balk. And Taylor's like, Chris, so you like a bad girl. That scene with them both was my sexual awakening. Ah, yes, with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Selma Blair. And Cris is like, absolutely. uh, it's funny. And Taylor, honestly, same. All right, well, I guess let's watch Roz clean out her pantry before it gets too late. You prefer more masked women, though, if you're honest. I just like women. I just like women in general. But really super feminine women intimidate me. Like the really girly, like feminine women are I find very intimidating because they're just so pretty. And thickums me too. Cris, all women intimidate me. Well, fair. Same. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, same. You won't. Nikki says, I only heard that Demery still hasn't come back and hasn't responded to her email and that she raged about ZM. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into this and stop thinking about hot women. Let's focus on Roz. That'll pull us right out of it. That will pull us right out of our hot women chat. That was a little mean of me. I apologize. I'm sorry, Roz. You are beautiful in your own right.
Shut up, Libby.
That sucks for us.
Shut up, Libby.
And Jenny Lenny says, okay, so I've got dark hair and not super feminine. Libby, are we dating? Maybe, Jenny. Let me go throw on some eyeliner and brush my hair to the side. Yes, Dimry. Anybody that leaves Roz is welcome to join. Dimry, come on over, hun. Jeep Girl, mountain bike, use that membership, come on over. Celestial, Roz is an 8. And Zalfruit, speaking of hot women. Roz? Is that who we're speaking about? I feel like we could be friends with Remy. I would totally be friends with Remy. We have so much in common. We can talk about Lego and video games. I would totally be friends with Remy. And Dimry is somebody that used to be... I think Dimry was one of her mods. Oh, Nikki's voice note. Nikki is also gorgeous. Indeed, Nikki is also gorgeous. And apparently Nikki is also a natural brunette. I did not know that. The only thing that is a red flag about him is why does he like Roz? You know? We all have made poor dating decisions in our past, I'm sure. This is probably going to be one of those situations for him. Right, Cris? I agree, Cris. Yeah, I I don't want to be too harsh on the poor guy. I think he just kind of got sucked in, and we'll see how it goes. I think he's gotten sucked in by her sob stories and, quote, trauma and all that, but Nikki, hush. You are absolutely gorgeous, woman. You shut it. And you can't convince me otherwise. You're also like Instagram model gorgeous. I don't know, Sky. Sky, I may have to fight you. Hey, hibiscus. Sucked in like a black hole? Yes. Yeah, Sky, aren't you married to Exing Cat?
Oh, this is gonna be chaotic.
Y'all haven't seen me in bright lighting on a bad day. I'm sure it doesn't matter, Nikki. It doesn't matter. You are still gorgeous. And you can't convince me otherwise. I'll just randomly video call you one of these days whenever you're outside in bad lighting, and we'll see just how ungorgeous you are. Eye roll. Do we have closed captioning? We do.
I can already feel it in my bones. Oh, wow, we got a lot of ketchup. Good. We ran out at one point. We actually.
Of course you have a lot of fucking ketchup. You ran out at one point. Really? You ran out of fucking ketchup. I know. I need to shut up. We need to get on with this so I can go to bed at some point. Hey, Chris, I was feeling myself yesterday and sent Nikki my thumbnail. Really? I haven't looked at your thumbnail. I'll say you all gave a slight bump to my self-esteem Friday when I did the emo look. You all gave me a very slight bump to my self-esteem on Friday. And made me blush. Some people. You can sleep in my lap. Well, curl up like a kitty cat. You looked so hot on Friday. Why, thank you, Sky. I always video call people from YouTube if I'm going to call and I'm sat down. I like to prove I'm a real person for some reason. You video call people from YouTube? How do you video call people from YouTube, Nikki? Discord has video call. Like when I accidentally had my camera facing you the other night on the video or on the call. And Cris does look hot. I haven't watched her vlog yet. Well, thank you, Stars Glow. Oh, video call people from YouTube. You haven't video called me yet, Nikki. I'm feeling a little left out. But I know you're real. I've heard your voice. Speaking of hot, where is Maggie? I don't know where Maggie is. She might be resting.
Actually hit like critical low levels of ketchup.
If we're gonna sit and work on something together, I'll just call on vid. Fair. I still need to get with you to go over video dates. Because I still need to go through... Which can I still need to go through video dates with you. Some evening that we have free whenever your throat isn't sore. How are you feeling, by the way, Nikki? I am so sorry. I am a shitty, shitty friend. How are you feeling, love? Are you feeling okay? How's your throat feeling? How is that adorable skinny boy Cruz? Here, let me summon Maggie for you. See if we can summon Maggie.
Look at that, like 6 giant bottles. I don't know when that happened, but hell yeah. Okay. Hi friends. I do need to go grab a light, like on the real though. Yeah, let me go grab my let me go grab my phone light. I'll be right back.
Okay. I got your message, Fiona's mom. I will send you that file. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling okay, Nikki. Millie's fine.
I'm doing this live at like a weird time because my brother's at work and
oh, hello. Goodness, we got a boob in the face.
You can see everything.
Look at that.
His bedroom door right now.
Also, the tatas are up and out, but she's wearing a bra. Maggie said she'll be here in a second. I told her people missed her. The boobs are boom, but she has a bra on. We're getting some bug. Well, I'm glad you're feeling okay, hun. One of the chickies wanted to be carried to bed. Oh, that's so cute, Empress. That's so cute. Set up a Discord, not drama, but watching both fortunate and unfortunate lifestyle influencer. Yeah, that's Levi's bedroom door there. And boobs. You're doing some work now. Yes, we all love you, Nikki. And I'm glad you're feeling okay, hun. Hey, gas station chick. Hey, Maggie. Hope you're feeling okay, love. And Nikki's just boobs.
Stop sexualizing me, Libby.
Now, I have no idea how. Oh, is that Amanda? Amanda.
Panties and pantries vibe.
Thank you for the super chat, Pantry vibes. Hell yeah. Hey, Nashi.
The last
Good to
Nashi.
see you, dude. Okay, so we are going to.
Look here, Zalfruit. You can't be taking all of my women. You came after Maggie. You're coming after Nikki. Who's next, Celestial? Cris? You're just gonna take all my women. LaFay?
Organize some shit. There's like semblance of organization.
Hi, strawberries. I've
done the past. In the past? I said that in a weird way. This.
payest. I know, Zalfruit's still in all my women.
So, we are going to organize some shit.
And Cris, I'm a loyal lover. Can't steal me.
There's like semblance of organization I've done in the past. In the past? I said that in a weird way. This looks like a clusterfuck right now, though, to be honest with you.
No sexualizing Nikki. Since I said it, Rosie's face makes me angry. You can't. Yeah, her face just makes me angry. I don't know why.
Believe it or not, this is actually kind of barren for us. This was looking very liminal space before you came on camera. What does liminal space mean?
Maggie, I had to be first.
Hey,
hide your wives, hide your kids. Yeah.
Muffin.
Oh, we're gonna see some tum tum. We're gonna see some tum tum in here. No, strawberries and cream. I don't know what that is. Oh, Maggie found you. Well,
And hi, Nightshade and Wine.
I see how it is, Maggie.
And Amanda, thank you so much again for the super chat, girl. I appreciate you so much.
It looked like she had no arms.
One of the things that I really want to like.
She is the same color as her chair. The color or the chair is very flesh tone. Sorry, I wasn't even listening to her. Hey, Muffin.
Nightshade and Wine. And Amanda, thank you so much again for the super chat, girl. I appreciate you so much. So, one of the things that I really want to like, I might even do is like pull out these totes and take them into the living room and go through them like hardcore and like really clean them out and like have a come to Jesus conversation with my mama, because most of the
You're gonna have a come to Jesus conversation with your mama. If there's something in there, I mean, depending on what is in there, is expired. I mean, if there's expired shit, throw it out. But yeah, those boobs are up. Boom! Those are out there.
this shit is just sitting here collecting.
She has big boobs, right? She is wearing a bra, they're pushed up. But just because she hates it whenever we talk about her boobs, I'm gonna do it.
Dust, and like we're never gonna use any of it, like, you know. And I really want to. I feel like you're.
Then donate it.
I mean, you do you, Amanda. I'm just chilling. I'm just.
Hey, Tom and Amanda says, I feel like your cleavage needs a super chat. I am considering. So your members can talk about your cleavage, but we can't. I mean, your cleavage is eating your necklace. It is in the cleave. Like my hand is right now. It is in the cleave. If shit's expired, it's obviously not being used. Chuck it, right? I don't know if it is expired. She just said there's shit in totes down there, and I don't know what it is.
Hey, everyone gives me so much shit for not wearing a bra, so I'm wearing one. What are you gonna do about that? Hey, King. Are the immortal lentils still there? Yes, girl. Of course they are.
Immortal lentils.
Lord. Immortal, not immoral, immortal. Hey, Paige. Hi, everybody. Good to see you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna. The sauces are supposed to be on this side of the pantry, so we're gonna. Okay, actually, pause. Hi, Kimmy. Let me show you guys the befores. Judge me if you will. Judge me if you must. You know.
Yeah, sometimes her boobs are all we can see. $200 worth of stuff. Yep. If you send her money, you can talk about her boobs. Panties. Yes, panties and pantries. Hey, Escape. How you doing?
I'm just wearing a bra, y'all. Chill. It's not that serious.
But it's a tight bra, so the girls are pushed together and up. So we've got a situation, and they're big. She has lots of cleavage. I don't like the word panties. I feel it feels weird in my mouth. Panties. I don't know.
Also, this is just the angle we got because I have to use a standalone tripod, and I normally use the desktop version.
Celestial, dang, no one sends money to my boobs. Well. I was gonna say something.
Because I'm in the kitchen. But here the only option I have is the standalone. But we've got some clusterfucks up there.
If someone sent money for my boobs, I would be offended. If what? I say underwear or undies. And no one sent money to my ass. Did I just say I don't like panties in my mouth? I said the word the word panties feels weird in my mouth. Panties. It has a weird mouth feel. It feels. Well, you know what, Cris? The next time you go live, I'm sending you a super chat for your boobs.
There's some stuff. There's some more stuff.
It is 6 ketchup bottles.
There's some stuff. There's some stuff.
And spicy taco. It's a big can of pork and beans. It's a lot of ketchup. Got some Built bars. Are those cans of chilies? You don't have any what, Cris? Boobs? And bloomers? Knickers? If you're British. Get your knickers in a twist.
Off. I don't know if I'm gonna get it on camera, but this is
Green split peas. Nuts. Boobs. Oh. Your boobs are perfectly fine, Cris. They're the perfect size. You hush.
some stuff. There's a piece of plastic I got.
That's Levi's ketchup.
And then this is basically what we can. This is like the. So okay, this is gonna seem weird. This is half pantry, half towel storage. I gotta reorganize this
It's
part
fine.
later.
It's fine. Use it for towels. Use it for pantry. It's fine.
We have nowhere else to store our towels in the house. Like we don't have anywhere else that makes sense. That's not super in the way, and we have the space here. So this is just clean towels on this part of it.
It's fine.
And then this is where I'm putting my water while I'm here. Shout out to my friend. This cup is beautiful. I've seen a lot worse. It's not that bad.
Your boobs are also perfectly fine, Maggie. Perfect size. No linens, needs more food. So I would say, I mean, the pantry looks fairly organized. I mean, this side... Oh, we don't have a lot in here. I see, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's, like, 5 or 4. Are these... Hey, Ilya, your boobs are fantastic. We have Nature Valley bars, Belvita. I don't know if this... I thought this might have been macaroni and cheese, but I think these might also be, like, Belvita or something. But we don't have a lot in here. There's, like... What the fuck is this? Raisins? What the fuck is this? Grapes? Something? Grape? I don't know what the fuck this is. But there's, like, 3 jars of peanut butter... 3 spray things of, like, Pam. Couple of boxes of crackers. Some ramen, I think. Taylor, your boobs are amazing. I love your boobs. I know, I can't zoom in. Yeah, this looks like Velveeta or macaroni and cheese of some sort, I'm not sure. You all have gorgeous tatas. I just like boobs, okay? I like boobs and I like butt. I like butt a lot. I really like a nice ass. I don't know what that is. I'm sure me squinting was really attractive right there. I apologize for that. Let me pull this over here. I think it's grapes of some sort. Grape juice? I don't know. Exactly, Cris. Exactly. I love tatas.
Thank you. It is pretty bad for us right now. Because I
It
did
actually
do
looks
this,
fine.
I think a long time ago on a members only. Oh, what the hell? Why do we have 4 jars of jam? When did that happen? Pause. Are these strawberry? No, that's raspberry. Ew, great. Okay. Oh shit, we do have strawberry jam. Lit. Okay, cool. We've got the crunchy peanut butters, which is my mama's favorite. Which is my mama's favorite. And
They need to check the expiration date on that peanut butter, because that peanut butter is not going to last forever. They need to check the expiration date on all this stuff. They need to go through their pantry and check all the expiration dates. What's the matter, Nikki? Your boobs are perfect too. So's your ass. Is that what you're sad about? Whatever's in here is enough to survive on for 1 year. Well, I don't know. For me personally, this may not be enough peanut butter. I do love some peanut butter. I mean, there's certainly enough in here for 2 people to survive a month or so. I got the titties but no ass. Really? Well. Yeah, right. I haven't seen, wait, have I seen your ass? I think I have. In that video of you and Millie. I don't know. You're gorgeous anyway, Nikki. It doesn't fucking matter.
Stop sexualizing me, Libby.
You know, we have... There's a bag of Starburst. Skittles. Hot sauce. Well, that video is way up in a stream somewhere. You're gonna have to resend it to me, Nikki. I have to do my investigation. Rosie is by. Yes, Stevie. We have cashews. You have an ass. You hush.
it's exactly treason. And we've got 4 things of creamy, which is mine and my brother's favorite, but my brother like kind of lives off peanut butter. Like that's very much his thing.
Okay, so maybe if Levi goes through a lot of peanut butter, they might go through it quickly. Okay, if anybody wants them, I'll trade my giant titties for small ones. I will pass. I never wanted big boobs, and I'm glad that I did not get that. Who's that, Bella? I know why I want to defend Remy. I have a young adult son, autistic, works in the nerd nostalgia trade. Self-sufficient and doing well for himself, but definitely a nerd. Only difference is he's objectively good looking and the nerd girls love him, so he's not lonely. He's kind of a big fish in a small pond. If he came home with a Rosie, I don't know what I'd do, honestly. Oh, Cris, your butt is fine. You always wanted big boobs? Everybody's like, I will trade my boobs. Well, you know, if anybody needs some ass, I have way too much ass. If I could share part of my ass and like thighs and hips, I would give it all away. I have way too much. Way too much. Jenny Lenny, I love this safe space Libby has created. First, she smexualizes her chat. and then we describe our body parts. It's a good time.
Stop sexualizing me, Libby.
And Napa girls, I've had a good ass. I know, I just... It's because I'm fat. I'm fat. My lower half, I'm all hips and ass and thighs.
And then actually down here, on this part, I'm struggling to point the camera. So this is actually our emergency food storage.
What the fuck? Oh my god. They have like prepper type. Oh, nice, Fiona's mom. We're totally just discussing ass and boobs, not even paying attention to Roz. They have like prepper. They have like prepper meal tubs. Hips, ass, and a whole lot of sass. I don't know about the sass, Ilya. I'm all ass. Yeah, it's the Mormon thing, but oh my goodness. What's the brand on that? Because this is like purchased prep stuff. But I will say, there is one thing. They do live in a hurricane-prone area. So I will say having this sort of stuff on hand really isn't a bad idea, because they do live in a hurricane-prone area. So... Well, this is potato slices. This is a big can of potato slices. And then we have like a lunch and dinner. So there's going to be like meals in here. Let me try to get a screen. Ooh, cold chill. Let me get a screen cap and try to reverse that to try to see what that brand is on that. Well, they can lose power, Sammy. They can lose power and not be underwater. But they could absolutely lose power and need food.
So, like, you know, I was raised Mormon.
Right,
my dad,
Celestia?
at one point, his calling in the church was like the food prep organizer. He basically was the person teaching people how to do like disaster prep type stuff. So like, you know, if the world ends, shit like that happens, we have a little bit of emergency food storage. It's dehydrated potato slices, salt, sugar, freeze-dried meats, lunches and dinners. You know, just something we've had here for a long time. We don't touch it. But yeah, that's just here. Like if something happens, we have a water storage. You know, it's not much, but it's something. You know. And I think it's wise for most, especially the current state of the world. I think it's wise for most people to have something. I don't think you need a whole bunker and all that crazy shit and, you know, do all that extra. Oh my god, Rosalind! How is no one gonna tell me my glasses chain isn't even on my head? Wow, how embarrassing.
Because nobody gives a fuck about your goddamn eyeglass chains, because they're fucking stupid.
There we go. Alright. Glasses chain's on. Alright, so anyway. So yeah, and then we have like the big Costco size oils down there. So that's everything down here. It's food storage. Oh, and there's some like my dad's powdered Gatorade, which is like a full sugar lemon lime Gatorade. No one else uses besides him. So over here, like in this shelf right here is all Levi stuff. Like that's his can. I think he doesn't even want that candy. We talked to him about that because I don't know what we're gonna do about that. That's been sitting there for months. And then my brother, he always drinks these.
Is that Aguason? Your boobs are perfect, Hot Chilo girly. Gorgeous, gorgeous boobs. You all have amazing tatas. Yeah, Belladonna, she uses them as like a fashion type thing. Augustin. Oh, okay. Augustin Farms. I don't want to win anything. I just want to see what you have to offer. So, yeah. So this is what that is. My surveillance camera in my house gave me boobs. I don't know how it did it. Yeah, she doesn't like her hair in her face, but she's perfectly fine with the chain smacking her in the face. So this is what they have there, that Augustin Farm stuff. That's what it is. Hi, Poetic Justice. Freeze-dried strawberries, 30 years. Yeah, her hair's... Oh, it's grape drink powder mix. Okay. And Belladonna, I do not have amazing tatas. I disagree. I disagree. Amazon sells it? Yeah, for the backpack country... Backpack country? For the backcountry camping, yeah. Ingredients, not ready to go meals.
He makes his own, like, pitchers of... He mixes grape and fruit punch. Drinks these.
Pitchers.
He makes his own, like, pitchers of... He mixes grape and fruit punch. As you can see, he buys them in bulk. And then, like, he drinks this and water. Pretty
Nice
He'll
Belladonna.
occasionally buy himself soda. Yeah, I don't really...
Yeah, I'm sure those containers are rodent safe.
drink stuff in his
They're
Belvedere.
very
So
thick
basically,
plastic.
the majority of this stuff over here, besides this...
She just said it was because her dad was like the meal prep guy for their church. And I think they just, it's just something they've continued on.
section right here, is like some of Levi's stuff, most of Levi's stuff. We do share, and like some of the stuff on Levi's side we share, and some of the stuff on everything else is like stuff he eats too. But we've kind of developed that type of a system, I guess. Right. I do want to, there is a bunch of sauce stuff over here. I want to move over here. Let me move this jam. I want the peanut butters next to each other.
It's not a hobby escape. It was something they did for the church. Mormons are very big on like being prepped for like end of world shit. So they would prep for like disasters and end of world bullshit stuff. It's very much a Mormon thing to have a lot of food in storage and prepped.
And this Velveeta should be up here. Cinnamon brown sugar? I thought he liked the chocolate. Cool. Okay. Let me move this peanut butter.
Tom and Amanda says, okay, I decided. Throwing a $10 holla at the perkiest cleavage I've seen all day.
So I'm gonna align, because the crunchy is like, I will sometimes use the crunchy just because my mom's not here a lot. But my brother's pretty
Well, your mom's not there. The jar of peanut butter's not gonna last for fucking ever. You might as well eat it if it's gonna expire before your mom gets home.
exclusively on we are a Jif exclusive household, just like we're a Heinz exclusive household.
I like the extra crunchy. I do like my peanut butter extra crunchy. Right, Chris, that's not sexualizing? Right. But we can't be like, your boobs are in my face.
Household. If you know, you know. Okay, I decided to work a $10 holiday.
You're a creamy gal. That could be taken so many ways, Zalfruit.
Girl! Thank you for the super chat! I'm dead. Heinz is superior. Shockingly, there's only one dupe that I think is like close enough to it, and that is shockingly the Aldi's brand ketchup. I know, crazy. I remember like
Bread is extra creamy. You're crunchy. Well, at least you know you'll never steal each other's peanut butter.
when I used to shop like kind of exclusively at Aldi's. This was back in like 2020. Hunt's can go die in a fire. Hunt's ketchup, you hand me Hunt's ketchup, we're cut off. No, but really, fuck Hunt's. Gross, nasty, disgusting. What is this doing in here? We're gonna throw that away.
This is me.
Sorry. I'm gonna be kicking this tripod a lot. Don't mind me. Okay, we've got little bit of that. I need to ask my brother about this. Because if he's not using
Sorry,
this,
I'm
then I
watching
will.
something.
This looks like classic orange sunrise crystal light. It's probably pretty old. I'm gonna ask him about that. Right with that. So I'm just gonna kind of tell you guys what we have here. Oh, I bought these forever ago. I have 3 of these. I got them for super cheap. This is just butter flavored cooking spray. I got it at the discount store forever ago. You guys see, I don't use this all the time. So I'm gonna try to use this whenever I do run out of Pam. But we've got some. I think I have a little bit of. Oh, that's not it. Balsamic vinegar or balsamic glaze. Yeah, I need to experiment with that. I own Hunt's Rosie. No, don't troll me, Amanda. Rosie, don't judge my food bunker like that. I'm not. Kimmy wants to know Reminator's nail color. I know you're kidding, girl. Okay, what was I gonna say? I hate feta though. Oh, I'm sure it's writing up. Fix that. Yeah, I need to experiment with this ingredient more. I think we have some in the fridge. Yeah, I don't understand. Okay, if you're Hunts over Heinz,
Sorry, I was
trust you.
not listening to her.
Like, I don't trust you.
No, I'm not. I'm not laughing. No, Nikki. I'm laughing at Millie. I'm laughing at Millie leaping off the couch. I thought that was adorable. I'm not laughing because of no butt. There's a butt there. There's a butt there.
You, okay? Oh, I need to try this. I haven't tried it yet.
No, I'm
This
laughing.
is low-calorie barbecue.
I'm laughing at Millie like, wee, just jumping off the couch. Oh, my nose itches.
Sauce I bought forever ago. I've got some Red Hot Buffalo, some Red Hot Original. I don't really like the Buffalo that much, to be fair. Oh.
I see some butt.
It's supposed to.
Look, you got me all choked up, Nikki. I see some butt. There's definitely tushy there. I definitely see some tushy. We have a side shot, and there is some tushy. You have a sweater on, or a sweatshirt. Goodness, you've got me all flimming here and choked up, Nikki. Goodness. You have a sweatshirt on, so we can't see the tatas, but I do see some booty.
Coconut. My brother eats these. Like, this is one of his like seafoods.
Roz hates
As you can
buffalo
tell, we've
sauce.
got 1, 2,
I like how it says seafoods. It's supposed to be safe foods.
3 containers of that, and then multiple containers of the Nature Valley bars. This is some more sesame oil, which we have in the pantry. Cholula is the best hot sauce. That's why it's in the pantry. Yep, you are correct. Do you like flavored Heinz ketchup? Not really. I only like the most recent thing I've liked that was a flavored ketchup was I actually kind of got a little bit into the spicy ketchup from Whataburger when I was in Texas, but only like kinda. I wonder if this goes bad. My mom did this a long time ago. We have some dry cooking
Got
wines,
some wine
unrefrigerated.
for cooking.
Smells like alcohol. Okay.
Well, it's wine, of course, you dumbass.
Oh, we do have some ground cinnamon over here. Oh, cool. I wish I had known that. I bought a tiny cinnamon. Cool. Okay. Let me put that here. That can go in the back because I'm less likely to use it. Same with that. Okay, so the pretzels are too tall. Why is this sealed in a Ziploc? Actually, why?
Yeah, let me prove. I'm gonna prove to you, Nikki, right here. I'm gonna send you a screenshot. Right
Why is
here.
unopened thing of caramel sealed in a Ziploc. Not leaking. I don't know if we're gonna use this by the time it expires.
I know, the wine smells like
It's not
alcohol.
expired.
Shocker.
But it's gonna be.
Why is this?
My mom into donating that.
That. Has it been opened? Is it open? It looks like there might still be plastic on it. Enough butt stuff. Oh, Nikki. Why do we... Hey, Britt. How you doing, hon? Hey, Bella. I don't know why it's in a Ziploc baggie if it's not been opened. Because she said, talk to Mom about donating this. Why is it in a plastic bag?
But it's gonna be. This
Okay.
unopened thing of caramel sealed in a Ziploc.
Okay, it's unopened. It still has the... I have the hiccups. Little hiccup burps there.
Not leaking.
Yeah, it hasn't been opened, but check the expiration dates.
I don't know if we're gonna use this by the time it expires. It's not expired, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna talk my mom into donating that because it's probably for my dad, and yeah, I'm not gonna use that, and I don't want it to go. We waste.
I don't use
There's gonna be a
old
lot of
wine in
waste in
cooking.
this. Especially when I get to this bottom part, the totes.
Do you do part for the cooking, part for me, part for the cooking? I don't know why it's in a Ziploc baggie.
But I've actually already forgot how long ago it was, but I did like a major clean out, and so it shouldn't be that bad this time around. Oh, I bought this forever ago. When's the expiration date?
Could be.
That needs to get used.
What are you doing? What? Are you gonna rotate this to the front?
Woo! I think I need this.
Oh, I found mustard.
We're out of mustard. Cool. Stick it in there. Oh,
Sammy.
I'm gonna donate that. Forgot that was in there.
Chocolate
Alright.
cake incoming.
Ooh, and then we keep these on hand. These are awesome for pot roast. Also, I've been ignoring it.
So the onion, yeah, I don't know what she's doing with this. Where is she putting this? Is she moving it to the to the actual kitchen area? So these like recipe secret things, these will last for a couple of years, I think. So if you can catch these on sale and you use them pretty regularly, then I mean, sure, but I don't know how long these have been in the cupboard and in the pantry. Like oh hey, my chat's back over here. Yay. And why aren't we on full screen? I will buy multiple cans of fire roasted tomatoes and like different kinds of beans because I use them quite a bit. I mean, the onion soup can be really good to like add flavor to different things.
The chat, sorry guys. Hello, Wandering Scorpio. Thank you for being here and being a new viewer. Can go stale if it smells more like vinegar. Oh, the wine? Okay, good to know. Yeah, it didn't.
Must
These are
have
awesome.
spices.
That's gonna be over here, I think.
Johnny's seasoning, salt and everything bagel. Hey,
Man,
string
I think I'm gonna
cheese.
leave this shelf
Hey,
alone
Kentucky
until I talk to
Dad.
my brother because I have some questions. I don't want to fuck up his mojo. Also, I think he doesn't want this.
Hey, there's Jeep Girl. She said a name, something Scorpio, but I don't see them in chat, so they might have gotten blocked. I don't know, Nikki. You might want to check the date on those, hon. Be safe, Sammy. I don't see the Scorpio person.
Can go stale if it smells more like vinegar.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, the wine? Okay, good to know. Yeah, it didn't.
Wandering Scorpio 23.
These are awesome.
Yeah, some Kinder seasonings. I like smoked paprika's good. Cumin.
That's gonna be over here, I think. I think I'm gonna leave this shelf alone until I talk to my brother because I have some questions. I don't want to fuck up his mojo. Also, I think he doesn't want this, which I don't know why he bought it. Oh, I think he bought it for the topper. This had some kind of top on it, but it's flavored hot cocoa topper.
Well, check the date on it. And if you make cocoa this winter, use the fucking hot cocoa topper. Or it's just fucking sprinkles. Put it on a cake. Make some cupcakes. Wandering Scorpio is a long-time Girl War person. Friends with a cold brew, you think? Okay, that explains it. What about tops? Topper. Hot cocoa top.
I was gonna use this.
No one's going to use this. But your brother bought those. Maybe you should ask your brother.
It's my dad's coffee. Expired 2024. See you.
Be safe. Walking the puppers, Nikki.
I bought this semi recently. That's for me. Who are you? Orange fruit spread. How did I not know we have this?
Well, if you bought it for like a topper that was
I really
on
don't
it.
trust the color of this. Oh my god! How did that survive?
Hey, Andy. Hope you're doing well.
23. Girl. Okay.
Right, Bella. She needs to tell him.
We got sliced almonds. We got coffee.
I mean, if it's like expired, yeah, just be like, hey, bro, this was expired by like 6 months. I tossed it. But yeah, that jelly is expensive jelly.
Filters.
Like, I don't use a lot of jelly, so I'll usually end up having to toss like half a jar. Because I don't use a lot of jelly, but I'll buy jelly and jams at the farmer's market. But I have to wait until I'm like, okay, I am on an English muffin kick. And then I'll have like English muffins for like 2 weeks. So I can use the jelly.
Let's move over here for a second. Because this is like the most used part of the pantry. This whole area right here. So, first things first, we're going to move all the ketchups. Ugh.
I go through my pantry pretty regularly because I don't want to buy a lot of stuff that I don't need. And I don't have a lot of storage space. So I go through pretty regularly to see if I've, like, got anything that I need to use, like, sooner, like any beans or something, or a can of soup or something. You think your internet is broken? Try refreshing. Refresh the button, Brit. Oh, where's that hand pain? You tore you ripped that bad boy off. My mouth is moving. My mouth is always moving, Cris. Just don't watch my face.
Alright, so the ketchups are where they belong.
Now, my hands hurt quite a bit too. And sometimes I can pull on things occasionally, but it does hurt a little bit.
Seasoning.
I hope not, Chris.
These can go for the taco seasoning. That makes sense.
I don't know Mamini. I don't know where she's tossing it.
What the fuck do I do with this? No. Oh, this will fit right here perfectly. Yeah.
I have to go through. I have to go through my spice cabinet pretty regularly and like replace spices. If they're a little expired, I'll use them. But if they're like really expired, then I chuck them. Because it's like I'll need like one spice for like one recipe and then never need it again. But spices are freaking expensive. Oh, it was so hard to stand up for that 2 seconds. It's EDS, Ehlers-Danlos.
I eat ketchup with my ketchup. That's so real. Ketchup emojis. I recommend that if you want to extend the shelf life of some foodstuffs, to take the foodstuffs that are in plastic and put them in glass mason jars. Yeah. It's not the worst idea. Hey, Jeep girl. What up, what up?
Hey, Jeep girl, come back. We miss you.
Oh, the onion dip mixed with sour cream is the best pretzel dip. Ooh, tea. Hi, Teakwood. I think I missed you earlier. Sorry, honey. Hey, hamburger. Can we bring it down? There we go.
She's organizing the pantry.
Ooh, you know
So
what?
good for her. And looking through and getting rid of stuff.
I just found some gum in the pantry. I'm in the mood. Well, I might piss some of y'all off. I'll just chew it later.
It depends if she's a kind of gum chewer. That would irritate me.
I love the red pepper. Did you see? Do we have any in here? I don't know if we have any in the pantry. I love red pepper jelly on like a block of
Mustard.
cream cheese. So
Hey, Miss T. I'll buy yellow mustard for like one recipe, and then I have a jar or like a bottle of fucking mustard that I'm never going to use again because I don't use yellow mustard or ketchup.
so freaking good, dude.
I have to use it in recipes
Why
like
do we have
meatloaf
green,
or...
brown, black pepper? Whatever. We don't need it. Okay.
That's what I should make. I should make some... I should make some... I should make some ground turkey sloppy joes. My throat's very dry. I have a jar of hot honey, or a bottle of hot honey. Nikki's getting me flustered and she's not even here. Hey, Unicorn Blow. I don't make potato salad.
I'm gonna just. Oh.
I have some honey mustard that I'll use on chicken tenders or chicken nuggets. Is that Worcestershire
Mom,
sauce?
This is supposed to be in the refrigerator.
Ketchup
So
isn't
is
allowed.
this.
If it's supposed to go in the fridge, you should probably trash it. I have a bottle of sugar-free ketchup in the fridge from when I made meatloaf. I made little mini cheeseburger meatloafs. I have it in a in one of my meal prep vlogs. I made them. Maybe I'll get some ground turkey and make some sloppy joes. I have some burger buns.
And she hasn't opened this yet. This one doesn't say refrigerator after opening.
Yeah, she doesn't look in the. She doesn't look that often in the. Did you just sniff it and say it's fine, bitch. Check the date. Your nose does not work.
I need to move that into the kitchen.
We're
Okay.
never gonna finish this if I don't. Oh. Oh. I don't think I've ever seen this much of her armpit before.
I need to move that into the kitchen. Okay.
Huh. I've never seen that much of her pit before. It's usually blocked. Okay. I do have some sweet Thai chili. I'm so sorry for the ones that just came in. Hello, grad schooler. Hello, Corvid. I'm so sorry. I just noticed that I've never seen this much of Roz's armpit before. Hey, my imperfect life. I mean, it looks like she may have shaved. Hi, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I am so sorry to all of you that just came in.
Ugh. What am I doing? What is happening? Okay. First things first.
Hey, Yami. Yami's like, oh yeah. And Nikki just came back too. I'm so sorry. What a weird time for all of you that just came in as I was paused on her armpit. I am so sorry. But I'm not going to shave anybody. I'm not going to shave anybody? Is that what I just said? I'm not going to shame anybody if they don't want to shave. If you don't want to shave, I heard you before I saw it. If you don't want to shave your armpits, if you don't want to shave your legs, if you don't want to shave your vajayjay, I don't care. That is your business. We are mammals. We have hair. If you don't want to shave, then don't fucking shave. That is her prerogative. But it didn't look super long.
I'm gonna consolidate my build bars. I think I've determined I like these more than these. Hot take. These are getting close to being gone. These are barely touched. I love these, bro. They're so good.
The sour puffs are pretty good, I will say. Darker further in. I mean, we can only see so far. Now, I do shave my pits. I do. I'm not super hairy, but, you know, I am a mammal.
And then, let me see.
Confused Wookiee noises. She doesn't, even whenever she does lift her arms, her underarm fat, her bat wings, are so, it's so big, so it blocks your view. Yeah, I don't shave every day either. I'm like, oh wait, I have a massage appointment this weekend. I better shave my armpits so that, you know, I'm not retaining sweat or whatever in my pits. You lasered your pits. Hot Cheeto girl, first my panties, then my boobs, now shaving.
Okay, I'm gonna gently put these in the basket. This basket, I'm just throwing everything in for me to take with me when I leave the hallway in one fell swoop. It's kind of the system I've developed for this process.
You know, I think as we all get older, there's occasionally some hairs that need to be gotten rid of. I should probably do the whatever the fuck the dermaplane bullshit is. I'm getting a little hairy.
I need to use these because this was full. Oh,
What is that? Oh, it's noodles. It's macaroni. Okay.
a while back it wasn't. It was a couple trips ago. My mom came home with a bunch of mac and cheese, and she told me to basically take all of the elbow noodles from
No, that's noodles. It's not rice.
that, put them in this container, and then open all the powder packets and put them in a separate container, and to reduce the weight, so she could take instant mac and cheese powder with her to Norway because it's like damn near impossible to get it in Norway.
So her mom bought a whole bunch of macaroni and cheese boxes and just took the cheese powder to Norway with her.
So, or extremely expensive. Like it's one or the other.
Ramona vlogs is sending jewels in her chat.
This needs to get used. I'm gonna put this in the fridge because I think we don't have any Velveeta in the fridge, and I don't think I realized we had this locked. So
You don't need to refrigerate Velveeta. That's the joy of Velveeta. It's shelf stable.
take that in there. The garbanzo beans. Okay, I've got one thing of chicken breast. I don't touch
I need to get some more canned chicken. Sometimes I add it to my ramen.
that fucking tuna. Gnarly. Okay. Oh, I've got some more butter. I made a really good thing with butter beans in the past. I kind of forgot what it was. Alright, I've got 4 cans of sweetened condensed milk. I should do something with that.
Belladonna says, mustache though, that's just part of being a brunette. We all have mustache around here. I just buzz that off with a trimmer. I'm blonde, but yeah, I got a little bit of a mustache going on too. You know, I did say I have a thing for brunettes. Apparently I like the stash. You put sausage in your bulldog and boiled eggs. I'll scramble eggs sometimes.
I've been wanting to make something with this forever because my mom bought this forever ago. And I think my mom and I had this brief conversation online.
Hey, Panda Pondu. I filmed a video with a black tank top like I promised. Oh, you filmed a video with a black tank top. Okay. Sweet, we'll have to go check that out. You had it in middle school, not even an age thing, girl.
I was like, some things you just don't need to buy in bulk, and this is one of those things, in my opinion.
She's got a lot of faith in that chair.
Especially because I don't think my brother likes these. Do we need a can that's this big of pork and beans? Like.
Why do we have a can of pork and beans that fucking big? Is your mom going to use it while she's here?
Hello. For reference, this is a can of normal.
That's a big fucking... Oh, and it's as big as her head. It's the same size as her head. This is 7 pounds. Is that what that says? Let me flip that. Somebody sing the Missy Elliott song for me, the whatever, flip it and reverse it. Let me see. It's a lot of beans. 7 pounds, 2 ounces, 3.23 kilograms of pork and beans. And hibiscus, I am Indian. We have a lot of hair. Some big beans. Yeah, this would be good for like you know, like a potluck, or if you have like a lot of people to feed. Um her head is bigger. Her head is bigger.
Like,
How is your head bigger than a 7-pound can of pork and beans? I'm screen capping that bad boy. Hey, Tiffany. Rosie, pork and beans. I may have to send that to Scar. Oh, Scar already has her video scheduled. Signs by Tesla stuck in your head. I don't know that one. I do like Signs by Snoop Dogg and Justin Timberlake. I know her arm's bigger. It's a 7-pound can. I don't know what her mom's plan was for a giant fucking can of pork and beans.
hello. For reference, this is a can of normal soup.
Now, whenever she has it out in front of her, it's put the what in this caption and send it to Scar. When it's in front of her head, it looks bigger than her head. But when she put it on her shoulder, her head was bigger. I do have Twitter, yes. Or X. It's the same as my YouTube channel, @Varuvia. The profile picture is me with a penguin hat holding a penguin ice cream cake. I know it's perspective. I'm not an idiot. But it's just like, it looks so big, and then she puts it on her shoulder, and it's like, oh. Goodness.
For reference. Fucking crazy.
What's crazy is compared to your head, it's actually smaller.
So, ooh, we do have this enchilada sauce. My mom and I were talking about making creamy chicken enchiladas. I'll take these out then.
What does one do with 7 pounds of beans? Well, you have a lot of gas.
Ooh, I still have the rice flour and tapioca starch I wanted to experiment with. I have more pork and beans. Oh, Lord. Okay.
How are you going to experiment? What?
Oh, and here's one more red enchilada sauce. Okay. Let me move this can of beans in the back. I'm going to save that for a rainy day.
It could have been. Maybe, or maybe her mom saw it on sale.
Because that's a good...
Yeah, you can get giant containers of things everywhere. I mean, there's a place called Gordon's in St. Peter's that does a lot of bulk stuff like that. Just for an OF video. Rolling around in some pork and beans like she does the chocolate cake.
Meal prep right there. Throw a fuck ton of hot dogs in that and I've got meals for weeks. I'm gonna put this up there with the pretzels because it's too tall.
You haven't lived until you've helped clean up a gallon of mayonnaise that someone dropped.
And I want to look at it.
You get a hurricane, you got food.
Looks like my mom bought some au gratin potatoes.
Yeah, you can buy it at Walmart too.
Add them. Add crispy bacon cooked.
I only went to a Gordon's with my ex-girlfriend. I didn't even know it existed there, and we went in. She was buying something. Her mom wanted something from there, and we went in.
Just onions and garlic. That's just the start. For the zombie apocalypse, of course. I don't know if you missed it. I showed you our zombie apocalypse food storage. Let me show you again. I'm not even joking. Like, it's not...
Oh. Show us those boobs, Roz.
specifically for zombies. It's for any emergency.
Yes, give us those tatas. Am I allowed to go to Gordon's? I don't know why you wouldn't be.
But we have Agassiz Farms. I think my grandparents might have purchased this. I'm not.
How long is that stuff good for? Probably years, right? It's dehydrated.
Not sure. I'd have to ask my mom again. But it's meant to be extremely shelf-stable stuff. Could be dusted now that I'm looking at it, but we haven't touched it in a long time. Anyhoozle. Oh, okay, real quick. Hey, friends, let's talk for a second, because I've just been kind of in pantry mode.
Let's talk.
I want to talk about my most recent vlog for, like, half a beat. Let me get situated. So, I want to talk about Axolotl Planet for a second, okay?
Hey, Cris, you still here, hun? I don't see... Oh, my tummy made a weird noise. Who just told me they posted something? Oh, there you are. Belladonna. If you sent a message, I do not see it. But... She's scratching that good spot. Do you want to call me, Cris? And then if you need me to pause so you can speak? Yeah, no worries. We're gonna have a special guest. And she's scratching that and she's like, ugh. My God, I shouldn't. I shouldn't make those faces. Did you send it to Nikki? Is that what you meant, Bella? You sent it to Nikki? My inbox is closed. Let me try to fix that. I don't really use it that much. Open Corbin, open your box, Livia. Sorry, Cris is calling me. Hello?
Hello.
Alright, so they should be able to hear you. Give me 1 second. Let's try that.
Okay, hold on. I'm actually going to plug in my microphone as well.
Okay. You put it in Discord, hun? Oh, sorry, I'm talking to Nikki. Alright. Yes. Yeah, that's... Should I get a 7-pound can of beans and see how it compares to my head? See if my head is bigger than a 7-pound can of beans?
Absolutely.
Oh, did you guys hear my stomach? I hope not.
I did. I actually heard it. Yep. Yep. Hey, Fruit.
Alright, let me check here. I'm just gonna check volume levels. Okay, can you say something for me?
No.
Okay, that should be good. Alright. So we have Miss Cris on the line. Thank you for calling in to tonight's. Yeah, I'll eat eventually, y'all. I had that protein bar. It's
Yeah,
really making noise.
she needs to eat real food, guys. She needs to eat real food. Everyone bully her until she does it.
That's not gonna work.
It will.
All
Hey,
right,
look,
so
Barry.
all right, so we're talking about Axolotl Planet. She's going to talk about that. So let me know if you need me to pause, okay?
Yep.
Because I got like a lot of shit for that. And I want to start at the top by saying we didn't spend a dime when we went to Axolotl Planet. We
I love that the closed captioning is totally wrong.
did a good amount of research. And we were looking at different things, and we happened to see there was, within very easy driving distance, what I thought was going to be like an Axolotl pet store. That was my impression. And in the research, if you actually look up the company, they have a very positive reputation online. The only like negative feedback anybody had is that they're
Can you
not
pause?
with the Axolotl.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm a little bit delayed,
Mm-hmm.
but one, she did a lot of research. I I don't know about that. I don't know about that research thing that she's saying that she did. I don't know. That's very odd to me.
I would think that
Looking at
Remy
what
would
actually
have been the
happened.
one doing the research.
Like she also just admitted that she thought it was a pet store.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you can play. Sorry, I have to listen on my computer and through you, so I'm gonna be way delayed when it comes
Oh,
to my stuff.
yeah,
I'm
no,
just letting you know.
no worries. Do you want me to mute myself on Discord so you can just hear me through the...
I'll still be delayed, so I think that you're okay either way.
Okay. Yeah, so she's thinking it's an axolotl pet store, which I mean, where else are you gonna get an axolotl, I guess, other than like a pet store or from like breeders? But she said they Googled and this was the first place they came to and it had good reviews. I've also looked up the reviews for this place and it does have good reviews from a lot of people. Um so it's interesting because it's like they have a page listing what to look for reputable breeders of axolotls and all this. And one of the first things is like clean tanks. And we saw multiple tanks that did not look like they were cleaned. I mean, maybe it could have just been the time of day. I don't know, but it did look like there was algae on the side of the tanks. So I don't know. But okay, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
push
don't know.
play again here.
Axolotl hets, which is essentially the heritage line of an axolotl, which can be a huge red flag and an indicator of potentially getting an unhealthy axolotl. However, almost the majority, if not almost all, of
Right, yeah, so one thing that I did find was that you need to make sure that the breeding line is diverse, else you're going to start getting, you know, I guess, deformations, issues with the
Yeah.
axolotl. So that's one of the things that this place does is they make sure that the breeding is diverse. So that is a good thing.
the axolotls that are purchased are healthy. So I had no idea what I was walking into. Honest to God, I was surprised by the lack of enrichment, and
So she's obviously been reading the comments and listening to people. Lack of enrichment. So I did read a little bit about what axolotls need. Not a lot, mind you, because I didn't have much time. But they do it does say that in like shops and in places and places like this, they do often have empty tanks for safety reasons for the axolotls, and that if you're going to have an axolotl, like you need to have maybe a plant and a place to hide for your personal tanks.
Hmm.
But that
So
also when
I
they're still
also did research.
when they're still babies, the tanks
Yeah.
should be empty.
Yeah. So the babies, like, they need to be empty because they're so fragile, right? So
Yes.
that's 100%. But once they reach adulthood, there are
Mhm.
certain rules when it comes to how they should be kept inside of a pet store.
Mhm.
They need enrichment. They need like caves or something to hide in. They can't have any sand on the ground. They need to have an algae-free area, and their water has to be filtered and have the
Mhm.
right temperature. I'm
They
very
can
into
have
axolotls and myself, so yeah.
sand, but it has to be a certain kind of sand. It can't be
Yeah,
like
yeah. They
impacted
recommend
sand
not. Yeah,
or
they
something like
recommend
that.
not having sand up to, I think they said, a certain age. A certain
Yeah.
age they shouldn't have sand. But it's like it's they should really, like, in a pet store. I can understand why they wouldn't have sand. I think what bothered me is, like, she's saying, I was surprised, I was this, I was that, but she went in there and she was like, this is so cool. Like, you weren't surprised at the lack of enrichment. You read that in your
Mhm.
comments.
Yes.
Like, I just wish she would be real
Absolutely.
about it and say she thought it was fine. Like,
Yeah, I
just
mean, I can understand her like in the moment in the shop, like kind of being like, "Yeah, hey, this is great, yeah," and then leaving and being like, "Okay, that was kind of weird," but she's like, "Oh, that was so cool," blah 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 blah. But I
mhm.
mean, they do. This is a place they breed axolotls to sell them as pets, and I would like, based on things that I read on their website, I thought initially I'm like, oh, they're breeding axolotls and they're releasing them back into the wild, trying to increase the natural population. But that doesn't seem to be the case. They're breeding
Well,
them for pets, basically.
yeah, you can't, like, and you can't actually release domesticated or, like, in captivity bred axolotl. Like, you can't. Like, they're the way that they are in these shops and these. I mean, this isn't even a pet stop. This is a breeder.
Yes.
So it's different, and it's a lot because when you breed in captivity, you can't just release them again. So it's kind of like you have
Mm-hmm.
two different species of axolotls at this point. You have the wild axolotl and the captivity. It's kind of like the domesticated dog and a wolf, or a domesticated cat and, one of those small little wild cats. You can't put them back into a natural habitat because they
Mm-hmm.
won't survive and they can hurt the actual wild habitat. So I mean, I understand, like, why you would go and you would go to one of these stores in order to get an axolotl, but it
Mm-hmm.
was the point for me where she's going to a place that sells them for $10,000. This is an obvious breeder, and
Right.
she had no idea. But then she's saying how she was shocked by it. Like,
Right.
I
Well, they
think the
did
thing with
say
Rosie.
they
Yep,
did
go
say
ahead.
that one was not for sale, but
It was already sold. Yeah, it was sold already.
but they I would I thought they were like also donating money to like help with the conservation, and they could very well be. I don't know. Um but Trimmerhoffen asked, where do they rescue axolotls from? People will maybe like surrender their axolotls. Maybe they couldn't take care of it. Maybe
Hmm.
one is released. So they'll rescue axolotls and maybe rehabilitate them or whatever, which is very commendable for them to do that. But yeah, I would like to know more about if they are doing anything to help with axolotls in the wild, because it sounds like they're not like raking in the cash, right? I mean, these aren't cheap to raise. Like the guy even said that he has
Hmm.
like a bunch at home that he's raising to wait to bring into the shop whenever they can be. Um,
Yeah.
but it's, I mean, these are very endangered animals, and it's like it would be one thing if we could reintroduce them back into the wild, but we can't. So it's like, breeding these as pets and then trying to donate money to help the natural population or what. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, I think that like so I think with the real issue, like for me, like I'm okay with people if they want to have an axolotl as a pet. Like I'm okay with that. Like ethically, the axolotls that are going into homes as pets, they are not part of the same kind of, I'm not going to say species because they are, but they're not really the same as the wild axolotl. It's, as I said, more like a wolf versus domesticated dog instance here. So I think ethically it's okay, but my problem is it doesn't look like this place is contributing to the conservation.
Hmm.
It looks like they are literally just breeding, and like I did some research with Nikki. Like me and Nikki have been going over this for days. Like we've been
Hmm.
obsessed with this for days because I mean I can't even, I couldn't even watch that part of the vlog. I haven't actually seen it because people were saying the pufferfish. I haven't actually like seen the pufferfish. I haven't been able to watch it because it's so heartbreaking to me. But if you're selling an axolotl for $10,000 and you're leaving the rescued ones there for 50 and nobody's buying them, like that's a problem for me. This person that owns Axolotl Planet as a brand is a 22-year-old TikToker. He's not doing
Right.
anything when it comes to, the conservation. And he literally said, in the video that I watched about Axolotl Planet and this guy, he said that he was in a different business venture and then he saw the profit that could be made off of breeding axolotl, and that's why he started doing it. So it really is a profit thing because you can sell an albino axolotl and the boys are the albino ones, the girls are more of a sunshine yellow color like her shirt, but you can sell an albino for $10,000-$15,000, and that's why they're breeding the albinos, to sell them for that amount of money. And so if I found all of this with Nikki in a matter of 10 minutes, I'd love to know what kind of research that Rosie did on this place.
Yeah, well, they didn't. They were just looking for a place for axolotls. But I plan on, like I said in my last stream, I'll be in Texas soon. And
I want to see this place.
huh?
I want to see this place. Like really, you going and seeing this place.
Yeah, so I plan on being in Texas soon for work, and I'll be near where this place is. So I plan on going in and checking it out.
As I was walking around, I was like trying to like think about it and like figure it out. As someone who is in the process of learning, is not an expert on axolotls, doesn't know a lot just from some general research, because that was one of our first steps in the process, was going to Axolotl Planet. And I agree with the fact that I thought it was weird that they didn't have like enrichment in the tanks
Did
and
you?
that everything looked so barren.
I don't think so.
And in the moment, what I thought to myself was like, well, they're the experts. Like, I don't know what this is. I guess this is less of a pet store and just more of like a storage warehouse for the axolotls. And as I said in the vlog, like the whole back wall was already sold.
So I've been thinking, there's a YouTuber that I used to watch quite a bit. He doesn't stream much anymore on Friday nights, but Godless Engineer, GE, his name's John. He and his wife, they would always donate 50% of what they got each month from YouTube to a different charity each month. And I think I'm going to start doing that. So I will take 50% of what I got for April from YouTube. It's not going to be much, but I'm going to take 50% from April and I'm going to donate to an axolotl research or axolotl conservation charity.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll pick a different charity for May. So I'll find something to donate to for May.
Yeah, I've got Britt helping me research the axolotl Liberty Land. So yeah, there's one called Liberty Land, and it is a rescue. It's a nonprofit rescue for axolotls that have been surrendered or found they're like rehabilitated and rescued. I'm not sure if you guys can hear Britt or not. She is like talking a little bit.
I can't.
But you can't. Okay, yeah, it's my headphones. So she's helping me. So Liberty Land is the one I think that we're going with. We haven't done all kinds of research, but we're thinking about that one because they take the axolotl that have been surrendered or have been neglected, and they rehabilitate them back to health, and then they adopt them out, and they're a completely non-profit organization. So I feel like that one is probably going to be the one that
That'll be a good one,
we
I
donate
think.
to for April. And then in May, because Selma and you have been so generous when it came to my live last night. For May, that payout is going to go to an SPCA for in my city, or the main one in Toronto. So it's just we're
Awesome.
going to do that, just to have something in the U.S. for the axolotl, something in Canada for other animals, because I like animals more than I like people.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
A lot of people suck.
Um, so I I even like before I went live again, I even double checked because I thought I was going crazy. Like Axolotl Planet has like a 4.8-star rating. Like there's no accusations of them being breeders or the equivalent of a puppy mill for axolotls. Like all this shit that was going
Well, but they are breeders, and they even say that on their webpage that they breed axolotls. I mean,
on in my comments, right? And I know
but I do want to check the place out myself, and I do want to ask them
Hmm.
directly and like figure out don't like from them. Oh, so you do this? Oh, well, I saw on your website about conservation. Do you guys donate to try to rebuild the population, the natural population, or kind of see what they're doing? Just to talk to them directly and kind of ask more questions about. Oh, so why are these tanks empty? What are you doing with this? I'm gonna go in with Celestial and maybe Fiona's mom. Celestial and I can be a fake lesbian couple debating adopting an axolotl. Yes, we're looking for a pet for our home. Yeah, so that'll be the
Yeah,
plan.
I mean, I think one of my main questions to ask them would be like, it says on your website, because Dessa, I don't know if she's in here right now. Dessa
She's not.
went and posted a guidelines, like
Yeah, I
from
saw
their
that.
website, the guidelines, and in their guidelines it says that their tanks all have enrichment and hiding places and all this stuff, and
Mhm.
none of them do. And so that's what I would ask. Like it says
Mhm.
here, and I would show it to them. Like it says here that you have enrichment, and I'm not seeing any. It says here
Yeah.
you have hiding places, and I'm not seeing any. So I don't, and it says that this is what a real breeder should have. So are you not a real legitimate breeder then?
Right. I did also read on that as well that there was uh like up to a certain age that they don't there was a reason why they don't
Hmm.
have things in there. They had it listed somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah, it's when they're babies, you have to be able to see them, right?
Right.
When they first hatch, and then you have to release them, and they're in a big group at that point, right? Because they're just so
Tremor.
small. You can't put that much enrichment or even any enrichment in there because you won't be able to see them or feed them.
Mhm.
So that's probably why.
Yeah.
I get a lot of shit just because I breathe it on me. But like at the end of the day,
Well, I mean, hey, look. If she were just like, "Hey, look," and it seems like maybe this is kind of what she's saying, we didn't look into the place that much. We just found this place. It looked okay to us. We went in. We didn't really think about it, but after reading, now, this isn't what she's saying, but what she could have said, instead of getting really defensive and like, you guys are just mad because it's me, she could say, yeah, we didn't know all of this, but thank you guys for pointing some of these things out in our comments. We will not be getting an axolotl from this place. She could
Yeah.
she could be going about this. um she could be like, yeah, looking at the website, it has good reviews. They say all these great, wonderful things. We went in, and you, the guy talked to us and everything, and we just didn't think about it. But once you all started pointing these things out in the comments, it made us start thinking a little bit. So we appreciate that we're going to look into it a little more. But instead, she's getting defensive and upset.
And I think
Like,
that,
there's
like,
no.
so our mama just made a great point. Now all she has to do is take accountability. I don't know how well y'all know Rosie,
Not as well as you.
but this is a struggle point for her. And I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm not saying that to dog her. I genuinely feel like somebody left this in her comments. I don't know the person's name. I've never seen them before, but somebody left in her comments basically a how-to of how to take accountability. And I think that's something that she should really take back here, because at the end of the day, Rosie does not know how to take accountability.
She doesn't.
And again, I'm not making excuses for her. I'm never going to make excuses for her. I know what she has done to me and other people that she has been close with. But in order to take accountability, you have to acknowledge the fact that you fucked up, and you have to say you're sorry, and then you have to change. You have to make actionable change. And that's the part she struggles with, because she goes on the defensive right away. She starts making excuses. Like, I didn't know. I did research, but I didn't see anything. They have a 4.8 star rating. There's no comments about this. There's nothing here. Like, you, and then she says, I walked in and I was shocked that there was no enrichment. No, you were not
No, she
shocked. You
wasn't.
were surprised. Yeah, like you weren't surprised about that. You were shocked
Right.
at how cute they were. You were like, oh, I want this $10,000 one. Of course, I want the one that's $10,000. Like,
Right.
of
Yeah.
course you do. Like, at the end of the day, you have to learn how to take accountability. She's never
She
been
she
able to
she
do
can't.
that, and she has to learn how.
Right.
Like, that's just how it is.
And I think it's perfectly fine for her to come on and be like, I didn't know, right?
Hmm.
I think it's perfectly fine for her just to come on and be like, yeah, we didn't know. We were looking at this place. It was the first one that came up. We looked into it. It looked fine online. We didn't know. I think it's perfectly
Yeah.
fine for her to be like, yeah, I'm sorry. I just didn't know, and I just didn't think about it because I'm just now starting to look into axolotls, and I didn't know all this. And I
Hmm.
think that's perfectly fine for her to do. But 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 then after she says that, she starts going on this. But well, here she says it here in a second. Yeah. Whoops. Let me hit the right. Get on the right window here.
Accusations of them being breeders or the equivalent of a puppy mill for axolotls, like all this shit that was going on in my comments, right? And I know I get a lot of shit just because I breathe it on me, but like at the end of the day, like I
Right.
didn't.
So again, people are basing now they may have looked up things online about the company, but people could just be basing it on what they see in her video, and there are going to be some people that make negative comments and have these negative thoughts just because it is Roz. That's always going to happen, whether it's Amber,
Yeah.
Foodie, uh, Amber.
I mean,
There's
I
always going
mean
to be
the
those
way.
people.
So I think but this is what she does, right? She panders to her audience. I mean, it's because I breathe and it's me, right? Like,
Right.
it's this has
Right.
nothing to do with that. The problem is she makes excuses for her behavior instead of making changes to what has happened, right? So acknowledging, yeah, I didn't know, and that's perfectly reasonable. I didn't know. I was ignorant in this case. I mean, I'm sorry. I just didn't know. But then take it down. Take
Right.
the vlog down.
Yeah.
Or go, because
Or
YouTube
at least cut
editor
that piece
has the
out.
ability
Yeah.
to cut it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, like, YouTube has the ability to take that whole part out, and then you can edit a new segment in and say, hey guys, this is a really short vlog for this reason, and then explain how you weren't sure what was going on. You don't want this in the vlog. You don't support breeders of axolotls, especially because they are a critically endangered species. You don't support this. And thank you to everybody who, brought this to light for me. This will not happen again. And that's it. You never, but Oliver's personal assistant right there, narcissism 101, never
Mhm.
admit fault. I'm not calling her a narcissist. I'm not diagnosing her, but that's the mindset. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't know. Don't come at me, blah blah blah. Make the change to the vlog, take it down. It's being classified, and I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube takes it down. People are really upset. I
Right.
think what with her, and I know I'm talking a lot here, I'm sorry, but like, she's got this community that is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And she wants to make this a full-time job. She wants to make this a career. She wants to share her story. She wants to do all these things, right? You can't do that if you're not listening to your community. You're not doing that if you're completely deflecting every time something goes wrong and you're blaming other people for the for things that you have done. She made the choice to be in this situation. She has made this choice by herself to vlog going to an axolotl. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say an axolotl breeder. I was going to say something else. Um, she made that choice. She vlogged about it. She was super happy about it. She loved it. She loved Remy's comment that was on her vlog telling her, just screw the haters. And this was the best day of the whole trip. And this was a great place to go. She loved it. And then all of a sudden now she's backtracking because she's getting hate from it, but she's not taking actual accountability.
Right.
Because she doesn't know how to do that. She cannot do that.
Right.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So where I was going with that comment about the people that, there are going to be people that will do these things just because it is one of the girls. They'll criticize just because it is them, because they hate them so much, no matter what they do. Because there are some people like that, it makes it where they are completely incapable of taking any sort of constructive criticism from people that are actually like, hey, yeah, this doesn't look great, this place. So it makes them just take any criticism and just throw it out the window and say, oh, it's just haters. So she's not able to look at any kind of feedback constructively, and she just chalks it all up as to, well, it's because I'm fat and disabled, or some kind of bullshit, without actually looking and thinking about, hey, maybe these people are actually right. And then I think there may have been some people that are actually supporters of her that may have said something, and that's why she maybe decided to be like, oh, maybe let me look at this, because these people are not, quote, haters. But then she comes on and it's she immediately goes on the defensive, which I can understand that a little bit, but then again, it's like, you're not the victim here, Roz. You aren't the victim. Just come on and be like, I didn't know, I'm sorry, we're looking into it. We won't be getting anything from them. We're going to do more research. We're going to make sure we find a place that's more reputable, or more, whatever, or even better yet, yeah, we like axolotls, but we're not going to get one for a pet. It's like, but she's not. She's coming on, and here she's starting to get defensive about it
I didn't
here.
spend any money there, and and the website looks really legit too. Exactly. That's what the one thing I wish I had done differently is I threw out a half-hearted, like, check them out if you're in the area comment, and I wish I had the foresight.
That wasn't a half-hearted comment. She was thrilled. And she was like, oh, look at this, babe. Look at this one, babe. Oh, babe, look at this one. Oh, look at this one. She was like, she was loving it. And yeah, her, oh, if you're in the area, check it. That was not half-hearted, Roz.
No, she was so excited. And she, I can't. It's just, I've seen this so many times. So
It's one of her patterns, just not being able to take accountability for anything, and ending up she's the victim in whatever situation, rewriting history, making things to where she's the victim when it comes to these things.
As a part of my contribution to that scenario, that I feel like
she always does that. That's literally been her thing, right? And like Bridget said, all her viewers and paying members are angry with her. She watches these videos back and runs them through several people before posting. She claims they all thought it was fine. I think that's a big thing for her as well. She doesn't have anybody in her life anymore that will tell her that things are fucked up. She doesn't have anybody in her life anymore that will tell her, you know what, maybe that's not a good idea. And it's sad, because I don't want that for her, but she makes it so hard to do that.
Right. And if anybody does question her in her chat, she blocks them. She has to have a hug.
She doesn't want it.
Right. Good night, gas station chick.
Good night.
Probably wasn't for the best. People giving you shit are probably the same people that don't question where the fast food meat comes from. What my point is, like,
That's a completely that's completely different.
He and I are not planning on moving forward with getting an axolotl for like a hot minute because like we still have more
Doesn't make
research to
sense.
do.
Well, for one, he would be the one taking care of it. Not that she would actually do any taking care of it. But again, part of me wonders, he has two cats. I'm not sure if an axolotl tank needs to be open or closed. I imagine it needs to be closed, especially in
Yeah.
Texas, because you need to keep the water at a certain temperature. But typically, like, sometimes cats in fish tanks don't always go the best.
Yeah, they need to be closed because axolotls can actually jump out of their tanks,
Mm-hmm.
which is why there's water all over the floor at Axolotl Planet because the axolotls are probably bored and they're trying to jump out of their tanks. Like that's just something that they do. So it's best to
I
have
thought they
an
just
enclosed
had a spill,
tank.
maybe, but
No, no, he said there's water everywhere. And
yeah.
there's a splash zone in there. It's a splash zone because they're bored. They have nothing else to do. So why not? Like, they're literal like the puppies of the sea creatures. So
Mm-hmm.
And we still have more to learn, and like chillers are expensive, so it's just going to be like a thing of making sure that he has most of the setup that he needs already, but just making sure that he gets the right kind.
So string cheese, they said that they could barely afford the chillers because they're expensive. They didn't say they couldn't afford them, they just said they could barely. So they do have chillers, but he was just making the point that chillers are expensive.
they
But
are very
but they're
expensive.
also going to need a lot more in their facility than somebody at home just needing one.
Kind of stuff, because there was not a single post anywhere about this place being dilapidated or like,
Not yet, Corvid. And you said that word wrong, but we're gonna let it go.
honest to God, like, and maybe if you dig harder than I did and you find it, like, let me know. They literally pop up as the first link if you Google ethical axolotl breeder. So anyone would be fooled unless they walked inside.
So I did find a website, and I didn't have time to dig into it, but there is a website where you can find like ethical and like reviews of like breeders of different aquatic animals or snakes, reptiles, all that sorts of thing. I didn't have time to really dig into it that much because I'm working, and I didn't have time to look into it very much. But yeah, it's
She just contradicted herself as well. Like she says that
yeah.
you know you Google axolotl breeder, ethical breeder, and they pop up. Like why are you
Mm-hmm.
Googling ethical breeder? You thought it was an axolotl pet store, but then you're
Mm-hmm.
using the word breeder. Like you're walking back. You're digging yourself in deeper, girl. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Like I
Well,
just wanted
so
like
she made
I
so to be fair, she doesn't say when they googled that. I don't know if they
yeah.
googled that before or why is my phone listening to me? Stop. What are you doing? No. What? No, no, no.
Samsungs are always listening.
It's a Pixel. It's a Google Pixel. But it suddenly just started trying to record me. Oh. Oh, I said cuz I said Google. I said if you Google something. Um
Uh,
um so but I mean but if they did Google it because if he's looking for one, he could be like, yeah, we're gonna try to find a reputable, ethical breeder. But
I did and you find it, like,
mhm.
let me know.
I mean, at the same time, like you need to do more research than looking up one place. Like I'm sorry.
yeah,
They literally pop up as the first link if you Google ethical axolotl breeder. So anyone.
okay, that's somebody else. Nito Goblin said that, not her. Nito Goblin said they literally pop up as the first link if you Google ethical axolotl breeder. So anyone would be fooled unless they walk in. Sadly, so that wasn't her saying that. That was chat.
Would be fooled unless they walked in, sadly. And they do seem to ship them out mostly. Yeah, and they're only open 3 days a week for about 5 hours, which I thought was
Okay, so I have the hours confirmed at least. So it is Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
also odd. So I just would like to state that, like,
Well, they probably don't have a lot of staffing. It seems like the guy said there's 3 people, so there's probably not a whole lot of staffing. But they're still going to need people to come in to take care of the critters, to take care of the axolotls.
I was
Yeah, they
surprised, but I
will.
also was going in and operating around the function of, like,
And also, probably honestly, probably not a high demand for axolotls.
I'm not the expert. I'm
Yeah,
deferring
I
to
can
people who
imagine
are
it's not a high
supposedly
demand.
experts.
Yeah.
And there maybe were some questions I could have asked if I had thought to ask them. But also, guys, like as I saw on the vlog, it was a high pain day.
Oh, right. It was a high pain day. Yes.
And I was just not really
That's how you were able to hork
Oh
down a
my
shit ton of
God.
barbecue. Such a
I'm
high
sorry.
pain
Like,
day.
I'm sorry. She's been playing this game for the last like 15 years. The high pain, high pain, high pain. Get it died. I'm just gonna say it. And if she's watching, or she has one of her dogs watching,
Whoop, wrong
And, like,
button.
getting
Ah,
into the
I keep hitting the wrong button. No, I don't think she watches me directly. She may have a minion.
she probably
but who
has
knows?
somebody else watching. But at the same time, like if you're gonna tout high pain, high pain, high pain, get diagnosed or shut up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Lose the
now
weight or
she's
shut up.
now she's making the excuse of, oh well, we didn't know. Oh well, it's high pain. Oh, she just keeps throwing these excuses instead of just
Yeah.
leaving it at, we didn't know. I'm sorry. We will look better next time. Thanks for letting us know. That's all she had to say. She doesn't have to go into making
She
all
just
these
keeps saying
excuses.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just keeps repeating the same crap over and over and over again. Like nobody cares anymore. We were sympathetic of your pain a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. You just keep using it as an excuse to be a shitty person. You use it as an
Oh,
excuse
yeah.
when you're getting bitchy at your chat. You use it as an excuse to get out of doing things. You use it as an excuse to not go to work, and so your attendance is shit. Like enough. Like if you can't sit, thank you. British just talking as well. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she literally said, if you can sit for 8 hours on live reacting to people, she did a 12-hour reaction once on her computer, but couldn't sit down for her job. If you can sit for numerous hours in your chair in the kitchen in front of a hot stove, you can sit at your job. Like enough.
Absolutely.
Enough.
And Lizzie, it's Cris. Cris is on the line with me. We called through Discord.
Pretty of it
Whoops.
because we weren't planning to buy anything anyway. And it was
But you weren't planning to buy anything that day, and you went out to the car. He stayed in asking more questions and got a business card. You were like, oh, he got a business card. So he has contact info. So it's like, yeah, you aren't planning on buying anything that day because, of course, he would need to make sure that he has a tank set up and has everything ready to go, and that takes time. So yeah, now she's just like,
people are saying they heard zero Canadian. Is it because I didn't say house
house
or about or out?
You didn't
We
say
don't
sorry
about
enough.
in Canada, we say about.
Yeah, she had no money. We didn't spend anything, right? It's rather he wasn't going to buy an axolotl today, probably because he spent thousands of dollars on your ass coming out to Texas.
The one that was 10 grand.
Yeah. Hey, baby goats. Yeah, it's like, I love how it all was like, well, we're gonna get this. It's like, bitch, you're not getting anything. He was buying everything. How about you stop spending his fucking money? Your name's Elizabeth too, baby goats? I love that. Lots of Elizabeths in these parts. It's a pretty common name.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to say these words for me, Cris, apparently. House.
House.
About.
About.
Out.
Out.
Pencil crayon?
Pencil crayon, yep.
Okay. Runners.
And runners? Runners, yep.
Runners. Instead of tennis shoes? You don't say like sneakers?
Yep, we don't say sneakers, we don't say tennis shoes, we say runners, yep.
Interesting.
And then, yeah, we also say gitch for underwear.
Gitch. Interesting. Poutine flavored vape?
That's disgusting, Corvid. That is disgusting. Deplorable. Never.
Oh, you say runners too in Australia?
They're running shoes or runners, yeah. You would always say runners. Like,
A sweater's a
that's
jumper.
just, why would you say tennis shoes? You're not playing tennis in them, are you?
Yeah, that's why we say people will say sneakers.
Sneakers. The sneakers are different. Sneakers are the kind that actually squeak when you're on the floor. Those are sneakers.
Yeah, I don't-
Y'all are crazy.
we just say tennis shoes. I just say
Sweatpants or trackies. I
shoes.
love the word trackies.
Sweatpants are trackies. Now you're just making shit up, Nikki.
No, she's not. They actually call McDonald's Mackies over there. If you didn't know
Yeah, they do
that,
say
some
Mackie.
McDonald's is
But-
Mackies.
Thought it was
So
Macca's.
Macca's or Mackies. Yep.
Well, we all know that Australia doesn't exist, so therefore their words are all made up.
Canada actually calls McDonald's McDicks.
Oh.
Yeah.
We say Mickey D's. Yeah, we'll call
we
it
don't
Mickey
say
D's.
Mickey D's.
You say sneakers because you sneak in them. I don't know why. See, when I was a kid, people would say sneakers, and I'm like, oh, tennis shoes? But yeah, it's like, trainers. People will say trainers too. Or they'll, like, from, like, the sport, like, oh,
Lizzie, you're
basketball
wrong.
shoes, soccer shoes.
So
Lizzie,
a double-double is not necessarily a large coffee at Tim Hortons. So if you say a double-double, you have to specify. So it's a large double-double, medium double-double, small double-double, extra large double-double. Like, it depends, because they add certain amounts of the double-double into each size. So a double-double isn't necessarily a large coffee.
Yes, Burger King is Hungry Jack's in Australia. Yeah, I did know that, yeah. And
You're
Lizzie
ordering
says,
a
girl, I'm the one
double-double
ordering the
in XL."
double-double in an XL.
Yeah, no, I won't go to Tim Hortons. As a Canadian, I will not go to Tim Hortons. I have been to the very first Tim Hortons that ever opened, though, when I was a
Oh.
kid. I remember that. We went to the very first ever Tim Hortons. I think it's a museum now or something. I don't know.
I like donut holes, so I would like to try Timbits. I've heard they've had some pretty
Timbits are
delicious
good.
flavors. Yeah.
No, Canadians don't say ciao as goodbye. If you were in a Italian part of a Canadian city, absolutely. But we say bye or goodbye.
I have some American
Yeah, so
people that I
Mickey
know
and a
say
2
ciao.
for.
Crazy. You boo every time we pass Drake's house, Lizzie. How often are you driving by Drake's house, Lizzie?
I don't know. I've never driven past Drake's house before, ever. Never
No.
driven past Drake's house.
Let me
Does
go.
everybody know what a duotang is? Does anybody in Canada know what a duotang is?
I don't know what that is.
Because I know Americans don't know what a duotang is.
Let me go drive by Nellie's house. Nellie lives out here near me.
Does he?
He lives in Lake St.
Take
Louis.
a picture of Nellie's house. I want to see Nellie's house. Take a picture.
What's a duo? Did you say duotang?
A duotang, yeah.
Duotang.
Lizzie has it, a folder with the clips. You know those folders when we were kids and they had those
Oh, yeah.
clips that you had to push in and fold? Yeah, that's a duotang.
Huh. Interesting.
We were watching Roz, though. We should get back to watching Roz.
Yeah.
It's meant to be educational, and I just wanted to go see some axolotls. Like, oh, they're cute, they're fun. Like, that was the
Go to an aquarium. Go to an aquarium. I'm sure the aquarium there in Dallas has axolotls.
Yeah,
thought process.
She
So-
doesn't believe in aquariums. She doesn't believe in zoos. She's against them because they're they're unethical.
I mean, some zoos, sure. But a lot of zoos do a lot of good work when it comes to conservation and trying to rehabilitate and help. Like, if a population is low, they'll try to... Like pandas. They try to get pandas to fuck. It's like... But
Yeah.
the panda house in Beijing is pretty cool, but...
as someone who very, very vehemently loves and adores animals, I take that kind of stuff seriously. And I just feel like if you're not going and looking up, like, and verifying your claims, comparing them to a puppy mill is wild. That's wild. Like, I think that they're a small business, and, like, I didn't want to be disrespectful towards a small business as someone who can fully claim that I'm not an expert and I don't know these things. Yeah, they had also just moved locations, too, so there was, like, a lot of factors. Because when he said they had just moved in the moment, I went, oh, okay. And I think in the moment, I didn't fully hear it till post-edit. He said they'd been there 6 to 8 months. So...
No, I thought you said 4 months or 3 months. He didn't say 6 to 8. Because she said in her vlog that he said they'd been there like 3 months. So I mean 3 months. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of time to get stuff set back up and running. I get that, which is why I tried to give them a little bit of grace because they'd been there 3 or 4 months. So I mean, I can give some grace with that. But here she's saying 6 to 8, but no, that's not what was said during your vlog, Roz. So now you're trying to change that into a longer time. It's I don't understand why she's doing that because it makes it sound worse.
She's changing the narrative. So this is what she's doing. She's changing the narrative.
She always says that.
In order to make herself look like the victim again. She's putting it back onto the commentators because commenters, sorry. She's switching it back and saying, oh, you calling it a puppy mill is wild. You calling it this is wild. She's pushing the blame back on somebody else so she doesn't feel bad. And that's what she does all the time. A puppy mill is also a small business, Rosie.
Yeah.
A puppy mill isn't something that is out there. It has, 5-star reviews. You know what I mean? That's not what a puppy mill is. It's a small business. This is a small business. They are known as breeders. This is run by a 22-year-old who sells these poor animals for profit.
That was one of the crazy things whenever I was watching the video on their website when I pulled it up that other day. When he's like, yeah, 22 years old. I'm like, what the fuck? You're 22 years old. And he, in my opinion, it would have been like, okay, so you're getting into this because you're thinking I can try to breed some rare axolotls and make a lot of money. But he probably didn't realize that in order to do that, you're probably going to get a lot of genetic mutations because there's going to be a lot of inbreeding. So, so then to be more ethical, then they're like, okay, well, we need to be more diverse in our breeding. But it's just, I was like, dude, a 22-year-old? I found that very odd.
Yeah, he wants money. He wants to retire without having to really work a day in his life. And that's okay. Hey, more power to you, But she is literally deflecting right now.
Oh, yeah.
She's changing the narrative of what's actually happened. She's reverting back to everybody else. She's literally twisting the whole story. And then she's putting the blame on somebody else. So she doesn't get the blame. It's these people that are doing it. And she's a master at it. She's been doing this since 2013.
Oh, yeah.
She knows exactly
She's probably been doing it her whole life.
Exactly what to do. Yeah.
She probably did it
publicly since 2013.
As a kid, too, with her parents and everything.
But, if we're honest, and I know that people know the lore when it comes to her 2015 r/fat people hate, she got so much hate from them. Mainly because she is a very large woman. I will say that. I will defend her in that stance. That was the main reason why she was getting the most hate. She was one of the biggest at that point. And they were very, very cruel to her. They doxed her for no reason, all this stuff. Okay, but here's the thing. She never helps herself because she has a problem with keeping her mouth shut. And back then, it was way worse than it is now. I will give her that. But she legitimately couldn't stop responding. And she didn't have anybody at that point, because I wasn't doing it. She didn't have anybody at that point to tell her to shut up. And the only reason why it stopped was because r/fat people hate was taken down.
Yeah.
And then she's on YouTube now, and she's doing the exact same thing. She can't keep her mouth shut. She's responding to everything. She's deflecting. She's not taking accountability. She's blaming community members. She's blaming members. She's blaming commenters and reaction channels. But the problem is she doesn't understand that accountability is a one-woman show. And this is the only time she will not be the main character when it comes to accountability.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, they had just relocated there, which I'm sure was a huge hassle and a huge deal. But 6 to 8 months, I don't remember. I think it was one of those numbers. You can watch back
It was neither. Thanks for playing.
the blog and it'll tell you. But I just think that the way I was getting flack for it was kind of crazy. Because again, we didn't spend any money there. And the whole point was we were trying to educate ourselves. That was the whole point. That you don't have to pay admission to walk in, you know? Like, again, I kind of wish I had edited out that flip it comment,
Okay.
like, especially like in hindsight.
Okay. You don't have to spend money to do a bad thing.
Right. Yeah.
You have 51,000 subscribers. 10% of those subscribers are children. You have over 3,000 views on that vlog. Yes, most of it is haters and trolls at this point because you have fucked your entire community. I get that. Sorry for the language. But you have 50.
You've heard how I speak.
Thousands. Yeah, I have, exactly. But like you have 51,000 subscribers. You don't have to spend money. You're earning money by promoting this breeder. That's what she's not understanding. That's what she's not getting. She left and kept advertising them. She left the store and told everybody, hey, if you're in the area, go check them out. Regardless of whether it was half-assed or not, which it wasn't.
Right. She
still did it.
Just because she didn't spend money there, she still gives them free advertising to several thousand people.
Exactly. To literally 50,000 people. She doesn't understand that that's a huge.
Well, she doesn't get that many views, but even though they didn't spend anything there today, it doesn't mean they weren't planning on it. You know, he stayed behind to ask more questions, got a business card, got more info. If people hadn't said anything in her comments that she trusted, she would not be addressing this. They would probably buy it from this place. Okay, hold on, Bubkus.
End of the day as well.
Hold on, sorry. Bubkus, let's not make comments like that, please. She is a big girl, but, you know, there's no need to call her Big Chungus.
Yeah, there's no need for that.
So she's just trying to twist and flip. Okay, Bubkus, thank you. I don't have any mods here. Mods! Okay, well, we're gonna put you in timeout. I'm sorry, Chungus.
Yeah, Bubkus.
How about 10 minutes? You can sit and think about not calling people names. How about that? Sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Yeah, just because they didn't spend any money there that day doesn't mean they weren't planning on it. They did offer free advertisement to this place to several thousands of people. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by that. So yeah, just
that's okay.
But yeah, it's. What was that, Britt?
Yeah, the name of oh, you can hear Britt a little bit. The name of the store is in her title.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
she's mentioned it before as well. She's mentioned it in several vlogs.
And quite frankly, even if she's not getting that many views, all the reaction channels are getting those views as well.
Right.
So we have, you know, you who's covered it, Ashley, Nikki, we have Charlie Gold who was doing that, Zachary Michael, Holpe, all these big names, and they're getting several thousand views. You're getting I think the last one you got was over 1,000. I think I don't remember, Libby, but like
me,
you're getting
hardly.
Yeah, it's okay. You're still getting 1,000. So you're getting 1,000 views.
I don't think I got 1,000 views.
Nikki's getting like 1,000 or so views. Ashley's getting 1,000 or so views. Pulpy is getting tens of thousands, and Charlie's getting tens of thousands. So all these views are stacking up, and they're watching Rosie at a breeder, promoting them. And not only does she have her community there watching, she has a whole bunch of other communities watching. And that's why she's putting the blame on herself at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's putting the blame on anyone else but herself at this point. She
Right.
refuses to put the blame on herself because she knows that everyone's watching her. And if she can victimize herself long enough, she will.
Oh yeah. Hi Bella. Yeah, and that's kind of, I mean, we all know that's her, you know, her whole, you know, the way she operates. Her MO is,
Her whole forte.
yeah, it's deflect and then excuse, rewrite history, make herself the victim, and blame others. I mean, she does that with every single thing, and this isn't any different. There are so many, hey H2O Rat, there are so many different ways she could handle this, which I've already given examples of, and she's just, she just keeps digging and digging the hole deeper. She should have stopped.
That's kind of the one thing where I was kind of thinking on, like, what could I have done differently? I feel like that's really the only thing, like, besides not posting it at all, which I didn't want to do because it was a part of the day. It was a big part of the day, and yeah. So all you can do is keep learning, and that's exactly what you're doing. Thank you, Nito. So he said they just, yeah, and I had a fish once, never again. It smells and it's high maintenance. Yeah, I'm confused. It says they are a breeder on their website. First link that comes up in their bio. How can you miss that? Doja question. What do you mean?
You're not that fucking stupid, Roz. You just read exactly. It says on their website they are a breeder, and it does say that. It says they are breeders, but they are ethical breeders and all this. They have pages and pages, but it's like, what do you mean? It's you know exactly what they're fucking saying, Roz. Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's she's starting to. She could have just ended with that. Yeah, we didn't know. I'm sorry. We're gonna look into it more. It's my bad. I will remove that part. But then she starts making excuses and more excuses and blaming other people.
And her saying that she didn't want to remove it. She didn't want to not post it. This
Right.
could have been one of her little private vlogs for her and Remy. She didn't have to post this. She didn't have to go and do that. She didn't. This whole, like, I'm laughing because it's absolutely incredible how she thinks that she can pull the wool over so many people's eyes so easily and try to deflect from this. What are you talking about? Like, I don't understand what she's even saying right now. She's an animal lover. She knew something was going on. She would never, ever buy a cat. She's going to adopt a senior cat because adopt don't shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you're going to what you think is an axolotl pet store. You say that you've checked the website. They have a really great website. The very first line the very first part of the website is axolotl breeder. You're telling me that you didn't see that when you were doing all your extensive research? The third, somebody in the chat said earlier, the third review on Google is calling them a bad place because they wouldn't help with a sick axolotl. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she is trying so hard to deflect, and then going in and putting the blame on everybody else. That face that she's making right now is a, oh shit, I fucked up face, and she will deflect again. Just, if we play it, she'll deflect again. Just watch.
Oh yeah, she's going into it, I'm sure. Because, let me back it up here. Like what do you mean? This is her stupid, confused face.
That comes up in their bio. How can you miss that? Doja question. What do you mean? What do you mean? Miss what? I know that they bred axolotl.
What do you mean, miss? What? You just fucking read it. The person said, I'm confused. It says they are a breeder on their website. First link that comes up, and their bio. How can you miss that, though? What do you mean? What do you mean? I thought you had high IQ, Roz.
Yeah, like that's how you buy axolotls, is through an ethical breeder. So I thought they had like a storefront for axolotls.
Well, they do have a storefront for axolotls, Roz. That's the place you went to. But just that once you go into the store place, store place, the storefront, it's like, okay, maybe this isn't as great as I thought it was. This isn't, the tanks don't look clean, um, and all that sort of thing. However, most of this place's sales are done through shipping. I don't think they
Yep.
have a lot of people visiting the actual shop, to be honest. So
Nope.
it's, yeah, some of the tanks were looking a little. Some of the tanks that I saw there were looking a little rough, and that's one of the things that I want to see, is like how they're keeping them and what they're doing, and just ask them questions. But it's like, yeah, it is a storefront, Roz. It is a storefront for axolotls, but most of their sales are done via online.
I was going in blind. And I'm inexperienced. I was trying to learn. That was like the whole point of going there, you know? So
You weren't going in
And
blind.
that's
What
yeah,
the
that they
fuck?
had.
What the fuck? What the? I'm sorry. You said you. I wish you could see me literally banging my head with my fingers. Because the logical side of my brain literally, like, it malfunctions when I listen to Ross speak. Because she doesn't make any fucking sense. What do you mean you were going in blind? You said you looked at their website, which has photographs and videos. You were not going in blind. You again are trying to deflect. You were not going in blind. Had you done your research, you dumbass.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You just
Oh,
said you went to
sorry.
their website, and so it's like you weren't going in blind per se, because you said you went to their website, and and it's fine to want to go in there to learn. That's perfectly fine, because you're expecting, hey, this place knows axolotls. I can learn more about how to take care of one and what's needed. That's perfectly fine. But to say that she's going in blind, that's, I don't think that would. Oh, I'm looking at her stupid face now. Um, but it's just, but it's just like, no, you guys. You said you guys did some research, and this is the website. You looked at their website, so no.
again, this
Thank
is
you,
something we're not
Nikki.
planning to do for
Exactly.
months.
Yeah, there were pictures online. Yeah, like you said.
Like for a while. It was just like, we're there, let's go in person, it'll be fun. We want to do more research. It's also a financial investment. You know, like there's like a lot to it. So anyway, I wanted to address that because like I don't think people are crazy for being concerned, given the lack of information.
But
Let's see. I
but
miss Remy so much, dude.
but
I think the best
addressing
bet
it
when the
just
time comes
turned
is
into
finding
you
one.
making excuses and blaming others. Yeah, she should have just left it at. She should have just left it at the. We didn't know. We should have looked into it a little more. I'm sorry that I advertised for the place. I'm gonna go back and remove that part of the vlog. Um, we just didn't know at the time, and we didn't think about it because we were thinking these are the experts. These are the people that know axolotls. But then, you know, you all started bringing up valid points in the comments. So, we're looking at it differently now. But that's not what she's
Yeah.
doing. She's just, well, we didn't know, and we did what she's making excuses instead of
Yeah,
just
she's never going to take
apologizing.
accountability for this.
Yeah,
She thinks that this was a fun outing. She thinks that this was an okay thing to do.
right,
She
Nikki.
has nobody in her life that's ever going to tell her, because quite frankly, her and Remy's relationship too young in order for him to have the gumption to stand up to her and be like, you know what, this is kind of fucked up. She has no real life friends that are ever going to tell her that either, because everyone that has done that, she's pushed away because she doesn't want to hear when she's fucking up. She doesn't want to take accountability. She wants her hug box. And that's the
Well,
problem with her. She wants to
Remy,
make her YouTube a career.
right. Remy did
She
know that,
can't.
Nikki. Remy did say something about the water temperature and like needing something for that. So Remy did know that, Nikki. As I remember hearing him say something about that.
Like,
And
there's
the guy was like, "Yeah, you can do this, or you can have a chiller." He gave two options, but yeah, it's so funny that you said that, Chris, because I think Remy would say something. he has, I mean, we've heard him have no problem be like, it's pronounced oregano, kind of like you fucking idiot kind of thing. But then also, we saw at the beginning of that last vlog with him being like, hey, when you get back to Florida, I want you to go outside more. I want you to be outside moving around and walking more. So I actually think he might, to be honest.
I think the problem is at this stage in the relationship, she would probably listen to him if he did say things like that. But the issue is the more comfortable she gets, the more stubborn she gets. She is a pack mule when it comes to doing
Hmm.
things that she don't want to do. She will dig her heels in quicker than any donkey you've ever witnessed in your life. And I'm telling you, she is she's not just combative when it comes down to these things. She's what is that word that I'm looking for? She's
Obstinate?
yes, very much so. But like
I don't know.
she's like the most stubborn anybody could ever be. And it's because she has never had anybody in her adult life tell her no and stick with it, because she'll
Right.
fight until she wins. That's just who she is. And she could be wrong 6 ways from Sunday and she doesn't care. As long as she wins at the end of the day, she doesn't care. This is her
Right.
winning.
So
And
Nikki,
that's
oh, I was gonna say Nikki. I may have misheard, but I thought I heard him asking, um, like I know they need to have a certain temperature of water, and I thought I heard him asking about a particular thing. I could have misheard, but he did know that you need to have cooler water. He may just not have known exactly what it was called, but he was asking about that. Because to me, a chiller is something completely different because I come from the data center cooling world. So when I think of a chiller, I think of something completely
yeah.
different. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, yeah, she doesn't like being told what to do. It seems she wants to be the one in control, which it seems like she tries to go for people that she can, um, well, control, and people that
Which is exactly what happened with us.
might
You
be
know,
weaker.
exactly
Yeah,
what happened with me and Britt. But the problem that I have is just say you're sorry
right.
and actually mean it. And like, I just think that she should take the vlog down or edit that part out. Just go into the editor, clip that whole axolotl section out, keep it for her and Remy's memories. Um, oh, Secret Squirrel gave you
Oh,
$10.
boobies!
Yay!
No one cares. Hi, replay game. Good night. Thank you, Secret Squirrel.
Thanks,
Thank you
Secret
so
Squirrel.
much for your super chat. I appreciate you. Whose boobies are you looking at? You looking at Roz's boobies over here? Boom, boom, right in the chit chat. I mean, because mine aren't, up there invisible.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Nikki wants her to keep it in there. I
Yeah.
don't want her hiding from this. I think it's good that it's created this course around the topic. I agree, Nikki. And even if she doesn't clip it out, she could also go
She
into
can
the editor
she can edit
and
something
edit
in.
in. She could
Yeah.
edit in, like, hey guys, just want to make sure that you guys are all aware. I do not promote this company. She could take out their name, X out their name completely, like
Mm-hmm.
bleep it out, and put up a disclaimer in the very beginning of it and say, this is now been brought to the attention. But she doesn't want to put through that effort because she seriously doesn't believe she's done anything wrong.
No, she doesn't. She never thinks she's done anything wrong, and which is one of the issues when it comes to accountability. I mean, even with anything that she's done in the past, just even with like the coworker dropping the coworker off in the parking lot, even just like a few streams ago, somebody asked in chat, kind of tongue in cheek of, "Oh, a coworker asked for a ride. Do you think $15 is enough one way?" And she's like, "Don't do it. Don't give anybody a ride. I did." And it's like, bitch, you still think you're in the right in that situation? So she's still she's still very much, even in that situation, thinking that she's in the right and can't take any kind of accountability for anything.
Mm-hmm.
One that needs to be rehomed. There can be I mean, yeah. I don't want to get into all that, to be fair. Like, I don't want to speak ignorantly. Hi, Glitter Queen.
Oh, now you don't want to speak ignorant. Oh.
Silver lining, I didn't know anything about axolotls or that there was an issue with breeding them, so I learned something new. Cool. I truly think people are blowing up the situation just to hate on you.
What'd that say? What the... Oh, it honestly sounds like snark to be angry at you for that. It can't be your fault to not be an expert on this. In my opinion, I would just say thank you for letting me know and educating me on this. Okay, person in her chat, I agree. That's all she had to say was, I don't know. Thanks for yeah, it's even this person in her chat's like,
This
hey,
has
yeah.
turned into like a 20-minute fucking explanation on something that could have been 3 seconds. Guys, I do not promote this place. I'm sorry. I'm going to put in a very detailed description in the description of the video because that's the base bare minimum that I should do. Exactly, Jenny. But like right there, that's it. That's fucking it. And nope, and now it's a 20-minute ordeal of I didn't know and I wasn't sure and I did my research and I did this. I went in blind even though I looked at all the Google reviews and I looked at all the photos and I swear to God I didn't see the word breeder at the very beginning of their fuck's sake.
Right, she said she did research, saw reviews.
Guys.
Yeah, she said she said what they did, and then later contradicted that by saying, I was going in blind. No, you, well, maybe you were blind if you obviously didn't see these things, but, yeah, no.
I think it's a mixed bag. Like, if you Google the company, it says breeder in a summary. That should be a red flag. They are creatures that are critically endangered. On all the research I did, like, on the different subreddits, on the different forums, on the different websites, I thought getting it from a breeder was the correct way of going about it. I don't know. I'm not an expert. If you guys are just in axolotls, follow people that know way more than I do. I was just wanting to go look at axolotls, and it went the way it went.
Okay, so now I just wanted to go look at axolotls, and she's throwing her hands up. Yeah.
Yeah, she's done. Yeah, she's done. She's done with the conversation now because now she's getting hate. You see that?
Yeah.
People are not buying it, so now she's done with this conversation. That's legitimately, this is, oh my God, I love that she's just airing it out for everybody. This is legitimately Rosie, not the person that is on the lives crying about all blah, blah, blah. Not the person who's super sweet with the high-pitched voice talking to her boyfriend. This throwing up the hands and saying, well, I've already said my piece, so if you guys want to keep talking about it, blah, 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 blah. That's Rosie. This is who she is. And exactly, Nikki, buying from a breeder will never, ever, ever be better than rescuing and adopting.
So
There's got to be tons of axolotls out there that need to be rescued.
Now, to be fair, the places that probably are rescuing them are places that are doing breeding, like this place.
Absolutely.
I don't know of a place that's, there may be like some pet shop type place that may do rescues, but it's like,
so Liberty Land,
how are you going to rescue axolotls?
Well, the one that I said that I was donating to, right? They do the rescue, and I believe I have to look into it more, but there's specific axolotl rescue for the U.S. Yeah, there you go. We have it's in your Discord. Nikki, in your Discord. There is an axolotl rescue for the USA. They ship the axolotls that have been rescued. You can easily get an axolotl. Apparently, that's a rescue, and you can adopt them. But going to so this is the one that I'll be donating to.
So the question,
volunteer team.
So there's probably like one location in the U.S. for this place. Oh, Legolas, that name. Lizzie Borden.
Oh my God, Rosemary West. Look at that beautiful. They're so beautiful, and these ones are ready for adoption. Is that what it says?
This one's in foster, so they have fosters for these things as well. They're in foster homes. So I am not a. I think axolotls are very cute. They're super adorable, but I'm not a lizardy salamander kind of person. So I would never have an axolotl.
I mean,
Um,
but this is something that you can do, right? If you're really interested in this kind of thing, and I'm saying this to everybody, if you're interested in something like this, you can find a rescue. Like they take in axolotls to have like limbs that are growing back. Yes, it is, Dessa. I actually said,
here it
and
is.
thank you for your resource, because I read it. So thank you for that. Um,
Yeah,
but
Havarti.
when it comes down to it, like they lose their limbs and they grow them back, and they
Mm-hmm.
educate on this stuff. They're a fully nonprofit, and they do fostering as well as adoption. So you could get a rescue, a perfectly healthy rescue, rescued axolotl, and they have all kinds of things here. They have a vlog. They have the cycling guide. They have everything on this website.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, you're going to a pet store where they're selling this beautiful albino that they have as a rescue here for 10 grand.
Mm-hmm. What's crazy is like whenever I just opened this page up, it had that it had that um disclaimer about, oh, it's not going to pop up again, saying that they were experiencing a high amount of like rescue or
Mm-hmm.
like surrender request. So it's like, how many people out there have an axolotl and they've
A
decided they
lot.
can't take care of it anymore and are now surrendering it? And it's just like, don't get an exotic pet if you can't take care of it. That's why we have all these wild, crazy animals running around the Florida, swamps and Everglades. Because people decide,
Yeah,
I don't want my pet boa constrictor anymore. And they let it out in the fucking wild.
that's true. And honestly, like they can live us like up to 20 years if you take very good care of them. They can live up to 20 years. They're a lifelong commitment. But they're very expensive to care for. They have
Mm-hmm.
certain needs and requirements, and I just find that it's really really hard to care for somebody. Like people will get these things as pets for their children.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're very small children, and then they get bored of them because they can't hold them. They can't play with them. Look at Havarti. Look at that
Right.
boy.
I know.
At least I think it's a boy. Like so cute, so precious, and like they're not toys.
Mm-hmm.
They are not a pet that you can hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
They're not an animal that you can hold in your hands. You can't handle them because they're so
Yeah,
delicate.
you can't touch them because
But
they're
people,
yeah.
their skin, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
like
Oh, look
you
at that
know,
derpy face and Oh, look at this little derpy. Hey there.
like they're so cute, right? And they want to see queso. Um,
You want to see
it's
queso?
like
Oh.
yeah, but you see how they're keeping these guys, like they're taking photos in their aquariums as they're being fostered and while they're
Mm-hmm.
being adopted. And look at them. They're thriving. They have little like grass spots at the bottom of their oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, Queso, he just popped up on my screen for me. um but they have these little grass spots for them. They have plants in their aquarium. Like of course, with Queso, he's being rehabilitated, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he's obviously in a very small water tank while he is being rehabilitated. But at the same time, like if you looked at
16
Rosemary,
siblings.
I think it's Rosemary, the one we were looking at first, Rosemary
Mm-hmm.
West, she had a whole aquarium there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Liberty Land, Axolotl um, Rescue. So
Yeah, I'll put
you
it in
can
chat
donate to
again.
them and all that stuff. Yeah, we'll put it in the chat just so you guys can have it. But this little itty, they have a yellow one. They have a white one, an albino, named Legolas, up
Mm-hmm.
for adoption
Legolas is
after he's
cute.
fostered.
Yeah, this one. So queso here is um growing back some front limbs. So that's why queso's just kind of chilling by themselves here because he's growing back some limbs. So poor little adoption fee $100. So here's Legolas. Oh, are you? Looks like you're growing back some limbs here too, buddy.
Look at his little arm.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's growing back. He's growing back his limbs too, it looks like. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at that little face. I think they're adorable, but I can never have one as a pet because I can't touch it, right?
See, like I was talking to Nikki about it, and I said I would love to have one or two axolotls. I would love it. But at the same time, I don't know how to take care of them properly, so I would never take that on. I know that they're very
Mhm.
expensive. I would never take on that responsibility because I would never be able to care for them the way that I would want to,
Mhm.
and that's okay. But yes, they can regenerate. They're also cannibals,
They are.
so
Yeah.
that's why
You have
they're
to keep them by
specific.
themselves.
Yeah, like they're specific requirements for keeping two in the same tank. They can't be. They have to be the same age, the same size. So there's no what is it, competition? Because the big one will eat the little one, basically.
Mhm.
But Lizzie Borden, but look at her photo. Look at the enclosure that she's in. Look at that
Mhm.
enrichment. She has vines. She's got like things to play with. She's got little logs in there that she can climb on underwater. Like she's got like that soft sand, so she's
Mhm.
obviously older, able to handle it. But like she's got all these enrichments there. This is where you should be going for your axolotl. Always rescue. A $100 adoption fee. Oh my god, so easy.
Of
I
course,
know. Let's go get albino for 10 grand.
Lizzie here apparently doesn't know what she wants to eat, so until Lizzie
Yeah,
decides what she wants to eat, she can't be adopted. Yeah, but there's
yeah. So,
yeah.
and actually, this is a thing for
They like cheese
traumatized
names.
axolotls as well, right? They end up ricotta
Romano, queso, mozzarella.
and Romano. But I mean, at the end of the day, like this, like I would go to somebody like them if I was ever going to get a pet like this,
Mhm.
because like they're critically endangered. Look at mozzarella. You just look at him. He's so sweet. Everything's a boy to me until I'm told differently. By the way, every animal. I don't know why.
Mozzarella is male.
Man, I knew it. See, look at that.
Yeah. So people did point out over here in the chat that we didn't hear Remy's final opinion, but we did get a comment from him in Roz's comments, being like, "Don't listen to the haters, babe," kind of a thing. I don't remember exactly what the full comment was, but he wasn't like, "Yeah, maybe we should have done a little more," blah blah blah. He was basically defending. So
Anyway, I actually have to head to bed because I work tomorrow morning. So I have to hop off now. I can't do the full thing, even though I'm glad I got her lifting her hands up and being like, "I'm done with this."
yeah, so I think she's done with the axolotl part. I think she's gonna move on to
Yeah.
bitching about reaction channels, probably.
But thank you for having me on for my opinion.
Thank you for coming on. Good to have you.
Yeah. So I'll honestly, I'm so glad to come on when it comes to like you, Ashley, Nikki, obviously. So there are people that I will go on with all the time if you let me. And yeah, so thanks everybody in the chat for having me as well and for listening to me ramble. And I will see you guys on the replay because I'm gonna have to go to bed and
Anytime.
watch the rest of this later.
All right. Well, sleep well. Have a good night. We love you bunches.
Thank you. Love you guys.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye, Cris. Sleep well, Cris and Britt. Thank you so much for coming in and giving us your opinion and information there. That was wonderful. I appreciate it. Taylor, where are you driving? Drive safe. All right, so I think she's done talking about the axolotls because we got the hands up in the air, so she's done with it. Alright, so we're going to try to get through this. We've already been going for 3 hours. And we are only 35 minutes into her stream. I do need to sleep tonight.
Like, literally everything I was reading was saying getting it from a local breeder was the best way to get it. Seriously, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Oh, hey, Jazzy.
I don't know if you guys are just talking out your ass because you don't know about axolotls or not, or like what. So I don't know.
I hope your mom's flight went well, Taylor.
But if they market themselves as ethical breeders, then how is it Rosie's fault? Rosie, in my humble opinion, you didn't make any mistakes when it comes to the fishies. Any grief someone is giving you seems to just be hateful at this point. They aren't wild caught. I don't think ethical breeding is a thing.
Is the nose thing a tick? Well, Kaylee, it could be. Now my nose itches. I've read that an itchy nose can also be a sign of like Ativan abuse type things, like Ativan like issues. Your butt got wet and your porch was wet. I'm sorry. But she could just have an itchy nose. It could just be a nervous tick. It could just be whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least you're acknowledging it, and also, how are you supposed to know that places like that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, I was surprised, and I was trying to keep it positive and upbeat, and maybe that wasn't the right move. I don't know, but
you could have handled this quote apology, because this is not an apology. You're just discussing it. You could have handled this so much better.
I don't know. All I know is I care a lot about animals.
It could be Kaylee. It could just be a nervous tick. Like, she's upset. She's just like, just something to do with her hand, you know, just.
And that's why we're putting in a lot of effort and time before we do get one or not. But we're both pretty set on wanting one in the future. We're supposed to be organizing. I took a second to
She's making
adjust
me want to
that.
scratch my
Because
nose.
honestly, guys, like, I love animals enough to know that, like, some people may have genuine concerns by just the visual of the tanks alone. But
I am so hungry.
it's like, if they're temporary housing, you know, people ship fishes in like plastic bags temporarily. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like those axolotls could have only been there for like a very short amount of time, and I didn't ask those questions to know. I think someone just brought up that point, and I think that's a really good point. So, you know, I just wanted to share what was. Ooh, I still have some of these left. I did not know. I'm gonna take those into the kitchen. Actually, Nashi, I think you're the one that.
What is it? Oh, the protein pasta.
I didn't even know we still had these. I thought these were gone. I love these. I have pasta sauce too somewhere.
Good night, Panda. I hope you sleep well. We'll look for your video.
Yeah, right there. I need to do something with these. It is.
You're gonna go on. Bella says gonna go on Ativan for 10 days to help regulate your system because you haven't slept in a long time. Is Ativan a sleep medication?
Minefield, yeah.
But you're also being monitored by your doctor.
It's how the aquatics market is in the UK. Wild caught fish to be sold are banned, so you can only buy from breeders. Oh. Yes, I do have the axolotl. It's in my room, actually. Yeah, no, and Lav, I appreciate that. And that's what I think some people, it's genuinely not hate. Some people are just trying to, like, find something to be mad at. I understand people have very strong views on that, and, like, I'm never gonna be the kind of person that's gonna, like, go to a foreign country and, like, do those things where, like, they have exotic animals, like, drugged to take pictures with you and stuff, and, I think
that's something completely different. That is a completely different no. Yeah, that's not cool. But this is completely different.
Please feel free to say, hey guys, I've learned a lot from your comments. I'm still learning the process, and we'll take that into consideration moving forward. It's good you're addressing it. Yeah, I mean, because ultimately, like, animal welfare is very important to me. It always has been.
Is it?
So I wanted to. I don't want to. It's one of those things where it's a double-edged sword. Part of it is, I think, parts of it are genuine concern, but a lot of it is, especially the way I'm being spoken to, it's just something people can latch on to.
No, it's because you never take accountability. You could have, yeah, we've already discussed it, but yeah, just the way that she's handling it is not a very productive way.
So, but again, like that catch-22. That's soups up here. Ooh, yeah, we've got some green chilies. I'm gonna add one of those over here for the I hope my mom can handle the green chilies. I like green chilies and chili tomatoes.
They aren't
I
that
think we just do
spicy.
1 can for the whole thing. It would be okay for her. I'm gonna move the nuts up here. The white vinegar. And ooh. Cool, we have a lot of hot sauce. We've got some tomato sauce. We need to do something. My brother came home one day, and I asked him to pick up some flour, and he came home with a 10-pound bag of flour, which is just like impossible to store.
It's a lot of flour. She has checked some expiration dates. She's chucked some things in the floor that need to be thrown away.
We have a can of Rotel.
She's that stereotype in America, Taylor.
Yeah, I would like to honestly ask.
Hey,
but
Bimbo.
it's like, I don't know. It's just having fun with my boyfriend, you know. Like we didn't spend money. Rosie made my last 2
Oh
comments.
my god.
By the way, axolotls are very minimal things in their tank. Have very minimal things in their tank. Yeah. Anyways, they naturally accidentally unalive themselves because they'll eat and try to swallow anything and everything. So putting anything in their tank is a no-no, basically. Yeah. To be really careful.
That's why you have to be careful what you put in there. They have to be adult enough to not do that.
Can you come clean up my pantry, dude? It's a jungle in there. Oh lord, I can barely do mine, girl. I know you were excited about Axolotl Planet. You mentioned it when Remy sent you the axolotl. Don't let haters steal your joy. Thank you, honey. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I saw it. It was so fun to see the axolotls. I won't lie. Like in the moment, I was kind of like a little confused, and
No, you weren't.
I was just like, I was overheating. I was in pain, and I was just kind of like picking my battles. And also I have a tendency of like questioning myself a lot in those kinds of moments, being like, am I overreacting? Literally had a moment like that yesterday where I was in fact overreacting.
You do that a lot.
I just have to try to like make sure I'm not, overinflating stuff in my head and things, and sometimes I minimize things that shouldn't be minimized because of that aspect of myself. And in this scenario, I'm just frustrated because all I did was go to an establishment to learn more, so.
But that's not all you did. It's fine to do that, right? But the way that you've handled it is the issue. Right? It's fine to go there and learn more. And to be like perfectly polite and cordial with the people while you're in the shop. But then whenever people are like, hey, yeah, this maybe wasn't the best, you come on and you have this response to it and just completely disregard what people have said, make excuses, try to rewrite history. And that's what we're having issues with right now, is that it's the way that you're handling the response is the current issue. Her boyfriend wants the axolotl, not her. He probably mentioned it, and then since Roz takes on people's personalities, he's probably like, oh, yeah, babe, yeah, let's get an axolotl.
And now I am reconsidering where we may get it from, because the other thing I learned because of this whole thing is Axolotl Planet is actually considered to be overpriced by a lot of people in axolotl communities. So on top of the not having the heritage, which was something I actually wasn't aware of until fairly recently.
Because they're a breeder.
So knowing that, I think it's probably wiser to go somewhere else when the time comes. But ultimately, that's stuff me and Remy gotta talk about. Just curious, why didn't you put that in your edit? That's a great question.
It's a great question. Now she's frantically trying to figure out an excuse. She's frantically trying to think of a reason why. Hey, sock account.
I don't really have an answer. I don't know. It might have been wiser for me to do that. I was about to say I learned that they're apparently more expensive than I thought, yeah. I just got really excited that they were within a driving distance, which meant we wouldn't have to ship an axolotl at all. And that sounded like a better alternative for the axolotl's comfort and safety, That was kind of my thought process of kind of why I was very gung-ho about Axolotl Planet, because it would just be a quick drive. Well, a kind of quick drive. It was a little far. But
it was in the area.
Honestly, that's good feedback, Joan. Some editing for more context. Yeah, I'll be honest. I think I was just more mentally caught up with like everything going on with Remy's face reveal and like how all that went down as I was like finishing up the edit, and I just didn't think it through. Like, and that I think can fall back on me, you know.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I should have edited, but then you're not going to take any other responsibility for anything.
Like, I think that, and that's why I say, like, I think there's probably ways I could have handled it better, but at the end
And
of the
you
day,
still haven't. And you still haven't handled it better.
There, and I'm not even sure if it was technically unethical or not, because I just don't know. Why are people calling me Red? You're the second person to call me Red.
Red. Somebody call her Red? I don't know who's calling her Red. Somebody named Top Chat is like, stop picking on her. I don't see that person anymore, so they must have been blocked or they removed it.
Sometimes shipping can be stressful, but they bounce right back and it's all overnight. Okay. Because also, I think if you take into account that we wouldn't be paying for shipping, it might be cheaper to do it that way, right? So, again, it's like there's just a lot to consider with it. Sorry, ooh, I still have one of these legendary pastries left. I gotta eat that. I put that with the bar so I remember it's there. Okay, I'm gonna set that here. Let me just show you guys where I'm at. So far, we're still just kind of going. But as you see, I've got some room down here now. Make things. The back of the pantry was kind of already a little organized. That pic of you and Remy is so cute. You look so happy. Thank you. That picture is my phone background picture. It's my favorite one of us. I love it. We both like, yeah.
I still need to finish editing my bulldog ramen video. I'm so sorry for the cursed potluck. I'm behind. I'm sorry.
You treason.
Because I spend 5 hours streaming.
So yeah, like this is where so we got pasta, oats, tomato sauce. I don't know where else to put this flour. I might move it up here at some point. Because I think this is where like the general flour area is. But there's some stuff up here that needs to move down here. When I stand up, I'm gonna do a few things while I'm standing. I definitely check out the breeders on Morph Market. I don't think any are wild caught. Okay, Morph Market. Thank you. We screenshot. Yeah, the ketchup we already moved. You can tell you both are so happy. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, I like Remy's laugh too. He's so cute. I think at least if it's shipped, they do it overnight. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I will say Joan, that feedback is valid. Thank you. Joan, I think also Blessed said something, so. I know a lot of people say I can't take constructive criticism, but I say that's constructive.
Because you can't.
The criticism, and yeah, I probably get done better with that.
Well, this is the actual pantry type area.
I've got some more cavatappi in here. We got lots of pasta. I just need to get over the fact that certain dishes, I want certain shapes of pasta. Because like, we're out of spaghetti. We have, we have some angel hair. That's good to know. There's some angel hair, lasagna, and cavatappi, and a little bit of egg roll. You're moving in 2 weeks, that is super stressful. I had mixed opinions about it, and it was one of those things where in the moment I registered that, and then I kind of just like tossed it out of my mind. You know what I mean? And that might have not been the wisest way of going about it. Especially when I'm platforming people watch this stuff, and yeah, I wish I followed up. Like I'm not touting myself.
I don't. Somebody say something wild caught. I wasn't listening.
As an expert, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody's doing wild caught axolotls because they're endangered. That would be illegal.
I'm anything but. Okay, we got a couple of these instant potatoes. We got 2 classic, 1 butter. Oh, and we got a cornbread stove top. I'm gonna put this pasta sauce in front of tomato sauce. It's not gonna be super pretty, but it's gonna make sense with everything going with everything. I think there's another can of brand of chili somewhere on the table or something out there that I'm talking about. Okay. Hi, human being. No, this is actually my brother's room and my pantry. It's the only place we have storage for food besides like the garage and living in Florida. That's not wise temperature wise. So this is our food storage. I appreciate you, Amanda, but it's okay to drop the topic, honey. I don't want people going back and forth with each other. Yeah. Because when it comes to animals, like, I get it. I used to struggle a lot with people saying shit about me and owning animals and stuff and like conflating me with other people. That really hurt my heart. And it's one of the reasons why I want to take this seriously, because I don't want to be dismissive of this and be put in the same line as other people who don't care about animals and are flippant about animals. Like, I care a lot, which is why I win.
Sure you do.
No, the door to his room is right there. We're in a hallway right now.
It's not the issue, Roz. You said you looked the place up, but then you came back and said, "Oh, I didn't know." She doesn't want them arguing with each other, Taylor. The problem is how you're handling it now after getting back home and people being like, "Hey, yeah, maybe this isn't the best place." She's making excuses, defending herself. She can't be like, "Yeah, sorry, we fucked up. We should have looked into it more. We should have done more research." And then left it at that. But then she starts making excuses and all these things. It's just the way she's handling it. Oh, I'm sorry, Kaylee. I'm speaking at a regular tone. I shouldn't be that loud. I'm sorry.
And I really want to do right. Wait, if we do get an axolotl, I want to make sure like I know what I need. What's
Please don't get one.
I'm not just getting an animal because I think it's cute. Like, I care a lot about animals. So, anyway. I love his convention patch collection, yeah. I have been here before, but I think that live might be deleted now because of all the content that's been deleted. Okay, this cornmeal can go down with the oats, I think. All this oat flour needs to get thrown away. It's so old, I'm not going to use it. I've been holding on to it. Where did I drop? I dropped something. Where'd it go?
You dropped everything.
I don't see it. Okay, whatever. Oh. Okay. We got some sliced fruit. This looks like more of the chickpeas that I need to use still. Got one of those down here with these. We got, my mom got these noodles, just Chinese noodles. Put that on top of the ramen. These are my chops. I'm gonna put that on my snacks.
Oh, sorry. I had turned it down a little bit because Cris was louder than Roz, so I turned it down a little bit. Let me turn it back up a little bit. Yeah, she's wearing a bra.
Up here. This looks like sea salt. Some nuts here. You know what's funny? I consider this pretty barren for our pantry, but
there's plenty of food in there.
Silly to say, looking at this right now, because
it is
a lot here. A lot to be grateful for too. But when we have like a stocked pantry, like there's no empty space. This is a lot of empty space.
Oh, gotta sit back down.
It was
up too long.
Away. That's my cereal that I never ate up there. Damn.
Then maybe you should. Yeah, this is not a barren pantry. You wouldn't need to buy groceries for a couple of weeks. She was throwing away oat flour. I think it was old.
I'm gonna leave the other ones up there. Those are unopened crackers. These are my mom's right here. Okay. Let me look over here one more time. There's not much to do over here. Actually. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna grab y'all. Empty space means Sam's Club time. Hey. I think we should have regular. I don't know if they were kept in an awful environment. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I was confused why there wasn't certain things set up in the tank and I didn't have the information to know better and I didn't want to make assumptions. And I had questions and I was confused. That's what I was saying.
Well, you didn't ask those questions, did you?
We just kind of like, when he does food runs, I send money for food sometimes. Sometimes I buy stuff when I go to the produce shop or whatever. And sometimes I cook a bunch of stuff with food that I paid for all of it and I cook for both of us. Sometimes I cook the food and he paid for all of it and we both eat it. You know, like, we're family. We don't do the tit for tat shit. Like, we're not penny pinching each other. You know what I mean? Like if I buy something, like those pork buns, for example. Like, I bought those, but I'm going to share some with my brother. Like, when Levi had the soda, he, like, let me have a little sip of it because I didn't want a whole can. If I wanted a whole can, he doesn't care. Like, we're not territorial like that at all. There are some exceptions, like, and it's just, we've lived with each other long enough that, like, there's certain things when I see them in the fridge, like I go, oh, I know not to touch that because I know it's expensive. I know it's one of his favorite things. I know that he's going to want to have all of it. You know, a great example is like his pretzel buns. When he buys pretzel buns, those are not cheap. They're one of his favorite things. So I'm not going to sit there and be eating on his pretzel buns because he's going to be irritated, right? But for pretty much like everything else, albeit like, you know, if someone goes and gets takeout from somewhere and it's in the fridge, like, you don't touch it because that's fucking rude. You know, like, we don't. It's like it's also dependent on the scenario too. Like, things have been a little different while I was demonetized, and I'm really grateful for how that has all landed and worked out. And so now that that's getting situated, I'm addressing that. And like, once I'm a lot more financially stable, I'll probably be footing the bill for a couple months to kind of make up for it, because we're family, we lean on each other, and that's how that works. And if he got laid off or something, that's what I would be here for. You know what I mean? So,
what would you be there for? Because you don't really earn income. You can't be making that much from YouTube. You can't be making that much from YouTube. So I don't know what you would be able to help out with there.
we don't. I mean, and it's been like that the whole time, like the whole time I've lived here. So, yeah. Sometimes I send him the money and he buys it, or he sends me the money and I buy stuff. You know, just depends.
Yeah, you send him money.
I think I'm happy with this. This was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Hello. I'll call you shouldn't. Or shouldn't. I don't know.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello. Oh my god. What are you doing?
I would love to do Sam's Club with my mom. I hope I get to. That's good. You have him. That's a lucky situation. I am in a lucky situation. I'm very blessed. I admire yours and Levi's friendship. It's sweet. Thank you, T-Quid. It's, we just, I mean, ultimately, honestly, we give each other, like, a lot of space.
I don't think they really have that much of a friendship, to be honest. They're siblings, but they're not super close by any means, which is fine. Not everybody is super close with their siblings. They seem to just kind of be living in space together. My stomach, I don't know if you guys heard that. My tummy just made a kind of noise.
Because our brother is very much like a loner type. And, like, I'm just not gonna, like we honestly, we don't hang out a lot. Like, it's just not how he is. But we coexist and co-mingle very well. We don't fight. Like, it's just not a thing. Like,
but you also kind of, you tend to treat him like a child. And he's an adult grown man. And honestly, he probably gets a little tired of it. I mean, I can't speak for Levi, but the way you don't treat him like an equal.
If we have issues, we talk it out, you know? Like, I've worked really hard to be a better communicator and
Have you?
To be less reactive in terms of, like, my interpersonal relationships with people. Like, if I feel like I'm going to get angry or, like, I feel the urge, like, I want to yell about something, I, like, check myself first because...
Do you? Well, so, Bossy, the house is back in their parents' name. So it's not in Levi's... It's not in Levi's name right now.
I believe very strongly in, like, not mistreating the people in your life, you know? Like, and it took me a long time to get there. Like, I'm glad to be there. I miss Levi's pro mask. Yeah. He still wears it on his Twitch. I'm forever a Levi stan, as you should be. He's awesome. I know it's still pretty early, but it's too personal for me.
Oh, poor Yami. Forgot their glasses. I'm sorry, Yami. Get a magnifying glass. Oh, I hit play.
So I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. Okay, why are people calling me red? That has to be like a reaction channel thing.
Who called her red? Was it because of the red dress she wore? I haven't heard that. Your squinty scar today.
Right. Isn't Taylor Nicole Dean like really abusive towards her animals? Isn't she known for like didn't she just go viral?
No, she's not. Taylor Nicole Dean, I think, is the one that has she has the snake tofu. Dudes on Twitter called her that. Taylor Nicole Dean is the one that has tofu. Right? Yeah. Because here she is. Tofu still hates Markiplier. Yeah. Tofu's just chilling. She's raised a ton of animals, and she actually just put out a video. I actually just watched this recently about it's over here. people are worried about her animals. And she did go through, she went through, she had some addiction issues. And whenever she went into rehab, she rehomed all of her animals. But no, there was an incident where there was a power outage. She talks about it in this video. And there was a situation where there was a power outage, and whenever everything came back up, apparently 2 of the tanks where she had a couple of, I don't remember what they were, the temperature wasn't regulated properly whenever the power came back on, and 2 of the animals, I don't remember what they were exactly, died. But no, she does not abuse her animals. No, Roz, she did not. So how about we don't spread that information whenever you just went to a fucking axolotl breeder that doesn't seem, allegedly, from what we could see in the video, doesn't seem to take the best care of their pets. So, yeah.
Because she was the one purposefully agitating her snake to go viral. Isn't that? And
she wasn't. It's not agitating the fucking snake. The snake doesn't like Markiplier. It's Tofu. Look at this doofy little snake. The snake is perfectly fine.
My snake Tofu. By now you all know that I accidentally discovered that my
He doesn't like Markiplier. Yeah, this is where people were like, oh no. Yeah, there's 2 cobras that also don't like Markiplier. Yeah, Tofu's like, ooh, paper, oh, Markiplier. Yeah, the snake doesn't like Markiplier. He's a snake. He's like, yeah, whatever. I'm so sorry, just... This thing is just like, Mark. It does not like Mark. Mark. It's just...
As you can see, I could put my hand on him and stuff. He's just kind of going off to do his own thing. As I was moving everything around, a lot of stuff fell into his water bowl, but I'm gonna fix that. He's mostly just curious why I'm in his enclosure, but he's not really angry. But yeah, now we're gonna try with little paper Mark. Hello. Okay.
And then Mark falls on him. It's kind of funny.
I don't think he likes him. So I'm gonna put Mark away and then try to get Tofu out. Because right now, as my hand is Mark, if I try to get near Tofu, he seems extremely uncomfortable. Goodbye. Okay, Mark's gone. Can I put my hand near you? So here's how he normally acts when I stick my hand in the enclosure. Ignore how dirty my hand is from having the substrate in my hand. But as you can see, he doesn't care that my hand is in his enclosure. Okay, that was rude. What if I like left this in his enclosure? Do you think that would be like exposure therapy? Hopefully you guys can see he's mad at Mark and not at me. Oops. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drop it on you. I'm sorry. Yeah, he still hates Mark when he's not on my laptop.
Yeah. Yeah. It's any hair. And it's only Mark. It's only Markiplier. It's only Mark, yeah. The other snakes have no issues. But Tofu does not like Mark. Tofu just does not like him. It's every version of Markiplier. Even, like, images that have been, like, manipulated. Yes, Tofu does not like Markiplier. But she doesn't purposefully agitate her snake to go viral. She just discovered that her snake, for some reason, Tofu doesn't like him. So shut the fuck up, Roz.
She's done like crazy stuff with animals in the past. Is that
No.
not the same YouTuber?
She's not done that.
Yeah, if any of you guys know what's going on with the red thing, someone that's a third person today to say hi, red. It has to be a reaction channel.
Nope, it's not. Not that I'm aware. Nikki just said that it was Twitter. So yeah. I think it's funny that she's like, do you think Tofu's inbred? Because Tofu is just so weird.
Nothing. Has to be.
You know what's funny, Yami, is somebody commented on one of her videos about Tofu not liking Markiplier, and they were like, you know, we didn't think snakes had facial recognition, but maybe they do. Why doesn't she worry about herself and her health? All right.
I don't know where it would come from.
But
Whatever.
all right, I've been streaming for almost 4 hours, and we're not even halfway through this. But Nikki is going to be streaming very shortly. I'm gonna have to finish this later. It is very, very late for me. It's midnight. I still have not had dinner. I am very, very hungry. I'm going to have to eat a little bit of something before I go to bed. I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe I'll have another protein bar. Or maybe I just won't eat it all. It doesn't matter. I'll probably be listening to Nikki. I'll let her lull me to sleep with her lovely Australian accent saying
personal cheesecake.
You know. So I am going to pork and beans. Well, Jenny, I don't have a 7-pound can of pork and beans, sadly. So I may have a couple of chicken tenders I can throw in the air fryer. I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm very tired. This was much longer stream than I meant to, but yeah, Nikki's gonna stream, so make sure you go hang out with Nikki if you all are awake. Give her all kinds of love and smooches. Tell her she has... Sorry. I make myself laugh. Tell her she has a wonderful badonkadonk and she's got junk in the trunk. I hope she's not still watching. Love you, Nikki. Jenny says, get some rest. I have to worry about you now if we're dating. I know, you're right. Cucumby Go says good night as he blesses his tacos. And great boobs. Yes, tell Nikki she has a great ass and great boobs. And that you want a slice of her
Personal cheesecake.
I am so sorry, Nikki. She is going to hate me soon. She puts up with so much of my shit, and I love her for it. So, pretty soon she's gonna be like, oh my god, stop it, Libby.
Shut up, Libby.
That sucks for us.
Shut up, Libby.
Alright. Thank you all so much for spending your evening with me. I did not mean to stream so long. I was hoping to catch one of my co-workers in Hong Kong and ask questions, but now I'm too tired, and I'm not going to retain anything he tells me about electrical schematics. So, another night, maybe tomorrow night, but I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. And yeah, see you over at Nikki's. I'll be listening in. Until next time, be safe and take care.
Rolling across the kitchen tile in that spinny office chair, chatterbait cams running wild with that come and get me stare. Peanut butter sauce drips slow on a double-headed show. 12.2-inch magic wand humming where the lights are low. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, sour patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Anal trainers lined up neat, like a promise on the floor. 5-pound bag of sour sweet, torn right open, wanting more. 4 pounds high chew, cherry red, stuck where fantasies are fed. That chair squeaks a rhythmic beat as she arches off its bread. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, sour patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Screen glows bright with hungry eyes, tokens fall like summer rain. Every moan a sweet surprise, chasing pleasure, easing pain. Peanut butter thick and warm makes a mess beyond the norm. Double-headed takes the storm in this quirky lover's form. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, sour patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Chair still spinning, slow and low. Cam light fades to amber glow. Candy wrappers, sticky trays on that well-loved rolling bass. Just sex and candy, fading slow. Just sex and candy, watch her go.